that was like 3 weeks.
3 weeks, that was it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I kind of went against the boss man.
Yeah. I did too.
You're probably going to freak it out because you clicked live on OBS and live on Facebook.
It's the only way it goes live.
What?
If I hit start streaming on OBS, it won't.
That's weird. That's
I know.
Weird.
I know. So,
well, we're live now.
We are live, but we have no YouTube.
Uh-oh.
I think the camera's broken.
Probably. Alright, well...
Tap the top of it a couple times.
Let's screw it. If you're on YouTube, head over to our Facebook page, because we're just going to end it. Because we have any camera issues. Boom. I was wondering, because, like, there was no back side to it. Like, usually I can see the camera through there, but... Oh, well. Alright, well, I'll use that for my research and development for this podcast.
Start tinkering with it.
Yep.
Mr. Tech Guy.
Yeah. Oh, you're tech. Oh, okay. Yeah, know who to pay off now.
I do software installation.
Well, you can probably fix it.
That's more than I do. And I'm the tech guy.
Oh, man. All right, well, welcome back to another episode of the Bench Racing Podcast, presented by our new partner, Hold My Beer, in Kenosha. So really happy to have them on. I'm your host, Derek Crane, and with me we have Bestest Mensch, co-host.
Bestest Mensch in the house.
And our special guest, our youngest guest, Jacob Irwin. Wait, how
Not our youngest
14.
Guest.
14.
How old's Colin?
Oh, yeah. Colin!
Got him.
Yeah, you did give me. Youngest big car guest. There we go.
Big car guest. There you go.
Medium-sized car.
There you go.
Yes. So, yeah, we have a great show planned for you. Our first topic will be the Lightning Sprints prediction. Our topic number 2 will be the Wilmot Raceway memberships. And then after that, we will open it up to the bench racing portion. And then we'll, of course, have our game, Highside or Lowside. So before we get into the nitty-gritty, there's some stuff, just so I don't forget. Like I said at the opening, we have a new partner, Hold My Beer, in downtown Kenosha. Mm-hmm. We have a date and a place for our live audience show, August 5th. Monday, August 5th. Really excited. As you can see, we got some crawlers here. We might be crawling at the end of this podcast. We'll see. But more details to come, but save the date for August 5th. We're going to have raffles, free axe throwing, not at us, hopefully, but we'll talk racing, and they have 50 beers on tap.
Food. They got food too.
And food. Their chorizo pizza.
That was good.
Lights out.
Chorizo pizza. What else did we get? Cheese curds. Those were
cheese curds, and then you got the jalapeno something toppers.
No. It was the jalapeno cheese curds.
That's right. Mm-hmm. That's right. That sounds phenomenal. Yep. So really happy to have Hold My Beer of Kenosha on, and we have some crawlers. So Brandon, we've got 2 drinks. Which one do you want to open first?
Which one do we want to rip? You know which one I want to rip.
Mystic.
Yeah, I want to
Mystic.
rip Mystic.
Open Mystic. Awesome. All right. So with us we have, as we're talking beer, we have Jacob. ran Lightning Sprints first year. Mm-hmm. First year, awesome. How was that experience for you?
Interesting.
How so?
It's just so much different from the go-karts and stuff that I ran for 5 years.
Nice. Where'd you run your go-karts at?
Lowside Raceway Park in Fort Atkinson.
Fort Atkinson. Where's that? Is that in Wisconsin?
Yeah.
That's north, right? Okay, cool. And then before I forget, so you guys don't hear any more voices but don't see us talking, we also have Ryan and Eden in-house. We got Logan Becker here. What's up, Jacob?
That's one of my friends from school.
Nice. So, yeah. Comment where you guys are from. We got to have our Karen Porter hello, because otherwise it's not a bench racing podcast without her.
Karen Porter.
Seriously.
Dude, I gotta tell you, I think I could drink 2 of these if it was this.
Yeah.
Easy.
That mistake.
Easy. This is dangerous.
It's like a
formerly called artesian, right?
Artesian.
Artesian or
it's
artisanal.
Mystic. Yeah. It is like almost organic apple juice.
I mean, you could fool me to trick me that this is alcoholic. For sure.
It's good enough. It's dangerous.
It is. It is.
All right, so Jacob, let's get into a little bit about your background. So you said you've been racing go-karts for 5 years, 6 years now? Or before?
What was that?
6? Wait,
How many
5 or
years?
6?
5 or 6?
What was that?
I
He might not be able to
started
hear too good. He races mini sprints.
Mmm.
Which
There
year?
it is.
Which year? Are you losing hearing it already?
I lost my hearing at like 6 years old.
That-
There we go. There we go. True racer there.
I haven't worn earplugs since I was like this tall.
All right, so why the mini sprint over other divisions?
Because I wasn't old enough yet.
Old enough yet. Yeah.
You just had to get in there and race. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter what it is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
This is a true Ricky Bobby. He just wants to go fast.
Yes, fast and right to go left. Preach it, sister. So
As long as I don't start running around in my underwear, I'll be okay.
yeah, or
That's true.
screaming.
I'm on fire.
Have you flipped yet?
Almost.
Okay, well, knock softly because I don't want the mic to pick it up.
Right.
Almost. That sounds fun. Where and how'd that happen?
Wilmot during the Outlaw show, I was going into 3 and 4, and apparently there's a rut that my eyeballs could not see, and my left rear hit that, and away I went.
We could blame that on the sound.
Yep.
Right, you know, because like people always turn the music down when they're getting close to someone's house. Oh, I gotta see it.
Better.
But I gotta turn the sound down. So we can blame it on the loud sound.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
didn't see it.
Yep.
So that turn 3 hole always
It sucks. It's terrible.
it sucks when you don't know it's there.
Yeah, especially when it's on the bottom.
Yeah. Ooh, bottom holes. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's just a recipe to miss your
Oh gosh.
bottom all and go all the way up to the top. Just in the center of the
Did
corner.
you hear what she said? Oh, that's what she said.
There you go. I knew it was coming.
It was delayed. I had to fight it for a second, but I couldn't.
I was hoping I could just drive by that, but apparently I couldn't. So I had a question, but before we went live, you kind of answered it here. Rookie of the Year
Mm-hmm. At Wilmot.
at Wilmot, which is awesome. I know there was a little bit of controversy around it, but all great drivers have controversy, all right?
Paparazzi.
Paparazzi, yeah. It's good publicity.
Mhm.
So you got it at the Wilmot, but you did not get it at the IRA?
Nope.
Nope, okay. Which leads me to ask, what is better? A series Rookie of the Year or a track Rookie of the Year?
Series, you get a bigger trophy and a jacket.
Oh, okay.
Priorities.
And probably some
Yes.
money.
And probably
Priorities right
Yeah.
there.
I forgot about the jacket. Okay.
So sorry, I know I like flipped over, but you said how many years you've been racing?
A lot.
It's the hearing loss.
Seven.
How many years you been racing mini sprints?
1.
What?
Yeah.
Because you had to be 15 to drive. Or is it
I
14?
started at 13.
13. Okay.
Because of me, they now have a waiver approval process thing.
Okay.
You can like sign. I'm gonna call it sign up and schedule a time, probably like at a practice at somewhere, to get seen by a board member, and have them like critique you and see whether or not you can race when you're 13.
Nice.
As long as your birthday, I think, is in the season.
In the season.
I mean, here's
nice.
the thing. I don't know if you know this, but like, there's actually to fly an airplane, there's no age requirement.
That's messed up.
So you literally could be like, as long as you could fly the plane, like you could be like 6 years old and fly an airplane. Like, there's no age requirement to fly an airplane
That's
and get
messed
your
up.
license. Isn't that crazy?
This is crazy.
That's weird.
I mean, would you feel better if the guy had gray hair and he's like, "Oh, that's the pilot," or if they're like, "Is he out of college yet?"
Is he wearing a diaper?
Yeah.
What? Oh man.
Now them working together. Now that's a great mix.
Yeah, experience and crazy.
Yeah.
Just enough. Get there quick. All right, so you're number 63, Jacob.
I am.
Why did you pick number 63?
Long story.
We have a long time.
So, since my dad started racing way back when,
Mm-hmm.
in like 2000,
And real quickly, for those that are listening or watching that do not know who your dad is, the Zebra 410 wing car.
Yep.
Easy. Boom. Eye catching. There we go. All right.
It's like a hot
I mean,
pink
you're not
polka
gonna have
dot, but
anyone
different.
else.
Yeah. It
No
is
one else
pink.
is rocking zebra, right?
Exactly.
It does have a hot pink polka dot on it.
Exactly. Yeah. So, all right. So your dad, number 56.
So when he started, he was 49 because of Wolfgang,
Okay.
Doug Wolfgang, and about, I'm gonna say, halfway through his so far career, He switched to 56. Why? I don't know. I was about yay tall.
Okay.
About yay.
I mean, he did say way back in 2000.
Yeah.
And I was like,
2001, technically.
2001. That does not feel like way back to me.
I gotta rub it in.
It's okay.
So,
You gotta get the old jokes in.
I don't know why the 56 happened, but I don't know. So we'll leave that up to him if he wants to say. But I'm 63 because of Jack Hewitt, one of our other friends, Wes Irwin, who runs the World of Outlaw t-shirt trailer.
Okay.
That was his dad's number,
Okay.
which we found out during the season this year. And, I don't know. And all of our numbers are in a power of 7.
There you go.
49, 56, and 63.
63. Are you guys ever going to go down, or are you just going to keep going higher than 63?
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. I mean, the Highside sells, so keep going up. Awesome. All right, and then, do you have a nickname?
I do.
Can you say?
I can.
Do you want people to call you this?
I don't care.
Okay. Because we got Natasha Alt.
Gosh.
We got Josh Davidson is Quiet Riot. That one's sticking. I saw him at World of Wheels.
Can't forget about your wife. Robes.
Robes, yep.
Shout out, Robes. I know you're probably watching.
And then we got Chipmunk.
Who's Chipmunk?
Jennifer Rooney. There we go.
Oh.
There you go. The last guess. Yep. So if you want your nickname to stick, say it now, and I will do my best.
It's Schmo.
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 SCHMOOE.
Schmo. And who gave you that nickname?
BJ.
Okay. Mr. Mohawk.
Yep.
This is Uncle.
Why Schmo?
Yeah.
Don't know.
I have no clue. He gave it to me when I was about like a year
Yeah,
old,
it's
probably.
Okay.
It's
It's
been a
been one of
minute.
those things. He just called him Schmo because he didn't schmo it up.
I wrote it down how to say it, so it's probably not spelled right, but Schmo, got it.
CHMO?
Where you got it written down?
SCHMOE.
It's close enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like when people say
1 0, 2 O's, same thing.
a name for the order, and I say Derek, and they go, how to spell it? As long as you can say Derek, I'll know it's mine.
I don't care how it's spelled. If you spell it with like an X or something.
Yeah.
If it
They
sounds
spelled
like
like DRIK.
ain't no way. My grandma showed up. I thought she said she was gonna be sleeping yesterday.
Well, she's up. What's up, Grandma Peggy? How are you doing?
She did well today coming out of anesthesia for her
Cataract surgery.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my
And she
goodness.
found time to log on.
Wow.
Wow.
You're special.
Yeah, she loves you.
Yeah.
I'm a certain kind of special.
All sprint car drivers are. All right, and then speaking of sprint cars, where do you want racing to take you?
I don't know.
That's a good attitude.
Whatever's
You
gonna
have-
pay the most.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
As I said before, priorities.
Yeah.
He's got them.
Yeah.
Whatever pays the bills.
If you could, I feel like this one's kind of been always on my mind when I talk to people. Like, if you could pick one type of car to race, like if you could get up there, like me, I would love to race a Le Mans car. I know
Which
it's
class?
like impossible.
Which
but
class?
Yeah, there's like 8
I
different
know.
classes.
Like the GTs or the prototypes?
Prototypes.
Oh, okay. At least,
Yeah.
at least you got your practice.
They just sound so nasty. I just love it. Like, you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. Yep.
Yeah.
Like, especially because like now they use those electric motors to get them going, and then they drop it, and it just like, did you hear Cadillac's
Yeah.
prototype? Like, they were showing off BMW and Lamborghinis for this last year, and they have like this more like higher pitch sound, and then Cadillac's drops it, and it just literally sounds like a freaking lion just roaring. It's crazy.
Because Cadillac still uses like V8s, I think, right?
Yeah.
Or they, yeah,
It just sounds
It's
nasty.
a high horsepower boat.
yeah, drag boat, yeah.
Like, I know I'd never be able to drive one of those, but that would be pretty crazy.
I'll see what I can do.
Come on, Grandma, quit being mean to me.
Peggy,
Come on.
Peggy says, I'm awake, and then, yes, you are
A
certain kind of special for sure. Yeah.
That's true grandma love right there.
Yeah. What's up, Kathy? And I think that's Mike Babbitts
Yep.
as well, so thank
Yep.
you, Mike, for tuning in. Which I should, since he's watching, he asked if he could be on the show before his car show, but we're actually booked until June, as of right now. So we might be able to sneak some of that stuff on.
That or tell him
You should
just
do a
come,
live one
tell
at
him to
that
come
show.
sit in. Come sit in sometime.
Yeah,
Get a
you
shout
know.
out or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should do a live one at his car show eventually.
The next time you can't make it, I'll have him sit in.
There you go.
Yeah, because it's
Because
coming.
it literally could be any day.
You thought it was today.
I thought it was last. Well, yeah.
For those that don't know, Brandon's pregnant.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Due any day now, so that's awesome.
Literally. He just needs to hold out like at least another week.
Yeah.
Angela would say otherwise, but I'm like, he needs to wait a week because then we can have him where we're supposed to have him, and it's not too early.
Yeah. So yeah, real quick, back to Jacob. Anything that can pay, but any kind of racing pays, even if it's kid cards. Like
do you have something that you just like is your dream to get in and drive?
Roll about a sprint car. If it has fenders, it's boring.
Mm.
And if it no, I shouldn't say that because I want to drive a late model.
Yeah, they are cool.
If it's on pavement, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna say it's boring. I don't like pavement. I got a thing against it.
I mean, I feel like most dirt racers do.
Yeah.
What do we say again? Roads are meant for getting where you're going.
Selfie.
That was terrible, but it's good enough.
Yep.
Roads are meant for getting where you're going, and dirt
Yep.
tracks are for racing.
Yep. Pavements for getting to the track, dirt's for racing.
Yep.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if someone's gonna hold a gun to my head and go, "Oh, we'll pay you $400,000 to drive on pavement," I mean, I guess, I guess, but yeah.
Well, I'm working on an opportunity to. I tried to once to run the little 500.
Oh.
That when it comes to pavement, I'm a dirt guy, but
Yeah.
when it comes to pavement, that's a race that is near to me, based on growing up watching guys that race here and they went
Yeah.
down there and stuff. So, yeah, I had an opportunity, and we shucked a drive line trying to go to practice. If we can get that car back together, we'll go do that.
Nice.
So
Do you know anything about it, the little 500? Do you even know what a jelly bean is, Brandon?
A rookie won it last year. I know that much.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Pavement sprint cars.
Yeah.
Okay. Non-wing.
Okay.
Quarter
Mhm.
mile. High bank.
yes.
It's like a mini
33
Bristol.
cars. 33
It's
cars.
like a what?
It's like a mini Bristol
Yeah.
Motor Speedway.
500 laps. So they have pit stops.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Jeez.
best part is they start 3 wide.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That seems intense.
And they don't crash lightly.
Yeah, no.
I would imagine.
And they don't do yellow flags for pit stops. Like, you'll have guys come in, and there's literally a push truck on the apron as everyone's like,
Yep.
Like, that would be chef's kiss for, like, pavement racing for me. Like, I would do that in a heartbeat. Karen Porter, woohoo, thank you for tuning in from Ocala, Florida.
See, I just think of racing like very differently because, like, to me, like he grew up playing like the dirt racing games, probably.
Yeah.
Like me, I grew up playing like
Need
Need
for
for Speed
Speed.
Underground and Need for Speed. So it's like to me, like I like working on cars, but not like dirt racing cars. Like I like modifying cars.
Yeah.
I grew up playing the World of Outlaws 2002 video game on PS2.
Oh boy, some great games.
That
for
was
PS2.
good.
That's an interesting one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, David Oliver, thank you for sending 99 stars. Thank you.
Nice. Hey,
Every
David,
little bit helps.
Still not wearing my glasses. He literally walked up to me and was like, "You need to wear glasses. We don't like that you're not wearing glasses."
You wear glasses?
Usually. But now both of my pairs are broken by my son, so
Oh, gotcha.
I need to go get some new ones.
Yep. Awesome. All right. Well, we'll get into topic 1 here, presented by Next Gen Pumps, veteran-owned, American-made, warranty like no other. So if you need sump pumps, check out Tom Brown and Silver Lakes. Also, if you need tires, check out Tom Brown and Silver Lakes.
I need to do that.
You should. Yeah. We are talking lightning sprint predictions, and we are not holding it to just IRA traveling or just Wilmot. It just depends on which one you want to do. So, let me get my notes out so I can.
Why don't we kick it off? I've got some notes on this topic.
On this topic, well,
I do.
let's do predictions first, and
Well,
then-
mine has to do with
Oh.
predictions and also talking about it, and maybe even some questions for him.
Ooh.
So how do you want me to do this, bro?
If it's for the driver, state it,
Okay.
and then
Okay.
everything else just hold until we're done with predictions, and that'll be a nice smooth transition.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we all know I'm ADHD.
Yes.
So,
and me too.
I don't want
A
to give
little
everybody whiplash.
Yeah. We do it on the fly. That's the best part about
Yeah, that's
live.
really good.
There's no practice. You just like a sprinter. You
And,
just
and
go.
as we both found out from experience, on the fly is really all we can do.
Yeah.
We are not good at scripted.
Yeah,
Just gonna send it like Larry and Tyser.
yes. Send it like Jacob Irwin into turn 3 that doesn't see a hole. Just send it. Awesome. All right. So we'll start with our guest here, Jacob. What do you think? And Facebook, feel free to comment here. Jacob, what do you think the points gap is going to be between first and second at the end of the year?
I did not look at the points from last year.
Okay.
I have
could tell you.
no basing off of this, but I went with 105.
Wow, 105.
It was like 300 something, I think, last year.
Okay,
No,
so
between first and second?
Uh-huh.
no, you're right. You're right. I looked too. That was the year before that.
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, it was a lot more than that.
Yeah.
Should I say what it was?
Go ahead.
It was 600. Almost 6. It was like just under 600 points. It's like
That
598 or
was,
something.
that was the IRA.
Yeah.
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 Because Wilmot was closer.
Yes. Wilmot last year was 3 points.
All mine are based off traveling.
Traveling? Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Oh, we'll have a nice mix here because I did mine off of Wilmot.
And I did mine off the IRA.
Boom. Awesome. Brandon, what do you think the points gap is going to be between first and second?
I say they'll throw it probably around like. I mean, it depends how things go. I'll guess like 450.
Ooh. Who's dominating?
Ooh.
Me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah,
Depends on if the engine decides to run.
I mean, if you have an American flag and an eagle on your car. Oh, wait, you do. You're
No
gonna be
eagle.
flying.
I don't have an
no
eagle yet.
Oh, you got to put the eagle on there.
Hold up.
See, the Bench Racing podcast says to put screen eagle on. All right,
will.
I'm doing Wilmot points, so I am going to say 8 points is going to be the gap between first and second. Facebook, do you have any guesses on what the predictions is for the gap between first and second in the Lightning Sprints for this coming season? Some days the comments come flooding in, and other days they're slow. Today they're a little slow, so it doesn't help the delay.
I mean, so looking at people for next year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard, right? Because if you look at the numbers, right, and that's how I'll probably approach most of this. Like if I actually get have the time to sit down and look at the numbers, it's hard because you can't always equate wins with who's going to win with points, right? Because if you look at the top 10 from this last year, I mean, Mike had 8 wins. I mean, that's a lot of wins.
Yeah.
And it's 14 features, so 8 wins is pretty high.
Yeah.
And then outside of him, the only other ones I saw anywhere near within 10th place is going to be, even down to 11th. Nick
Petska.
Petska, he had 2 wins.
Yep.
Above him, John Kirk had 2, and Mike New had 1. But
They're
I
all
mean,
fast.
I think John came second in points,
Mm-hmm.
and Mike New was like 9th or 10th. So I mean, between those, that's like 8 spots where no one had any wins.
Yeah, I think
So-
Mike finished right behind me.
Mike New ran a partial schedule,
Mm-hmm.
so that equated to he's got a really good team and car behind him, but he runs a partial schedule due to family stuff. So
Yeah, but just goes to show you, like, just because you're winning, don't mean you're going to win points.
Yeah.
You can run second in every race in the season and probably win the championship, I think.
Yeah. Do a Bill Rose. 2015 or 2016 was that when he?
I forget which year.
Yeah.
But one of those,
Yeah, he didn't win a feature, but he won the championship. And I feel that that's like
2015.
15. Okay, I feel like there's 2 types of drivers, and that is either we're going for a championship or we're just gonna go win races. Because if you're going for a championship, you're usually a little bit more like not as trigger happy on passing or putting your car in spots where you maybe should if you're going to try to win. Because like if you're not racing for points, going for feature wins, you get taken out. Well, you're probably going to skip next week anyways.
Yeah. As long as you're focusing on like making that top 5.
Yeah.
And attempt to get first place once or twice, like.
That is Ashley's metric for how good you are.
Yeah.
How many top 5s can you run a year?
How many did I have?
Right, that's her metric.
I think I had
Speaking
like
of Ashley,
6.
thank you so much for sending some stars. And then we got Jordan Thunderberg here, 32-point gap, and then Jeff Curcio, 59. Great number. Great number. He might win something with that number. It's a lucky number. Awesome. All right, moving on to most feature wins. We will start off with Brandon. Who do you think is going to have the most feature? The amount. Sorry, I'm writing and
the number of most,
features. Yeah.
Like not who is going to
the number
who's going to have the most feature wins and how many is it going to be.
Note to self: don't ask questions while writing.
Oh boy. And usually there's how many? Like usually there's 14 features. Usually?
This year we have 18.
18?
18.
Okay, so 18 this year. So let's go with.
We only have one right now.
Let's go with 10.
Wow.
Damn.
Well, I mean that goes with his points, 450.
Well, you got to think.
That's a big gap. Yeah.
So Mike had 8 wins, half of 14 is 7. He had one more than the half.
Okay, I see that.
Who's to say he can't do it again or someone else?
Yeah. And also, if you want to give a name, you can too.
I mean, mine's only based on numbers.
Yours
this
number?
previous year,
Okay.
and that would be Mike.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Mark.
Yeah, Mike.
Wouldn't be Mark was the champion.
Mark, yeah. Mark Heiner.
Mark
doesn't.
Heiner.
We'll write Mark down.
Mike, right? Mike Heiner?
Mark.
Is it Mark?
It's
Yeah.
Mark. Yep.
Mike.
Oh, I
knew.
wrote Mike.
Mike knew. Mike knew.
I think that's probably why, because...
Yeah. Yep. Jordan, who do you think is going to have the most feature wins?
I have no clue.
You have no clue?
Haven't got a clue.
No? Not shot in the dark. I'll go. I have Andrew Kudrowski.
That's very possible.
I can never spell his last name because they call him the Kid.
What
But
if it's K? It starts KED though.
yep, that's why it always throws me off. Kudrowski. Facebook, who do you think is going to have the most feature wins in 2024?
I mean, I'll go with whoever has the most, probably like 5 or 6.
5 or 6? You're going to just say 5 or 6? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
5 or 6. Okay. We'll see.
You think Mark just got lucky with 8 wins?
Everyone's so equal almost. It's hard to pass sometimes with a lot of places we race. Like Sycamore, we ride around the bottom pretty much. A lot of places
I think that's pretty winged in general, right? It's hard to pass.
We kind of have because of our engines we run. It's hard to go to the top unless it's a top that's semi lower.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of a lot of we run around the bottom, and depends on, you kind of got to have a run on the car to pass them, or you just have to be faster. So it's hard to, if you're on the pole and you can get away from people quick, it's.
So you think qualifying is what makes the difference when it comes to a lot of the races?
That and what the invert is.
Yeah.
So you guys run the same format the 410s do, right? In the wingless?
I think.
Where it's like you qualify, and then they invert the fastest 4 in your heat, and then fastest 7, or fastest 7 or fastest 6, plus the heat race winners are eligible for the invert.
Yeah, it's something similar to that because there's 10 cars in the invert.
10 cars? Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
Yeah, so if you finish in the top 5 in your heat race, you get your time back, and then that puts you in the running for the invert. So I finished at Sycamore the last time we were there last year. I qualified 6th, and I finished 4th in my heat race. So with the invert, I started on the pole.
Nice. Sometimes those inverts help so much. It changes your mood sometimes. They're like you feel like you can't even get out of your own way, and they're like you start on the pole, and you're like, okay, we got this. All right, we got Ryan Sawich here. Jacob is going to go on a winning streak this year.
Hopefully.
Let's go. Charlie Landcore says Petska is going to win the most features this coming year. How many guys do you think could win a feature?
I don't know. Because there's a lot of people that can. It's just depending on where you start.
Yeah. When I was making my list, I'm like, got Einhart, Petska, Kudrowski, Irwin's coming, Strain Jr.'s coming. Like, there's also some new guys that are coming.
The Branhams, any of the 3 of them could knock off 1 or 2.
Yep, and then you also have new, and whoever's driving new second car. Like,
Who had the other win last year? Because Mark had 8, John had 2, Nick had 2, and Mike had 1. There should be one more person who won 1 more.
So that's 8, 2, 2, and
That's
1.
13. So there's 14 races. So there's 1 more missing. I mean that encompasses what, 4 guys held almost all the wins right there. So yeah, I mean it could be only a handful of guys hold all the wins.
Yeah. And we also have
I don't know who
Jordan saying Nick Petska. So that's good. And then also Funderburg says...
So you will held 7th in points. And 2 top 5s, 0 wins. I mean that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. So what would be what's your focus for this year?
I don't know. Really. Probably just be competitive at least. If I can be competitive every week, that's all I want.
Yeah.
Because next year I want to go run 410s full time.
There you go.
Boom. Let's
Nice.
go. A competitive second place is way better than starting first every night and falling back to second. Like, say, would you rather finish second, but start 10th? And you're like, yeah, that's a competitive, and that's being competitive. All right, moving on to most heat race wins. We will start with our guest here, Jacob. I almost called you Jordan because Jordan's comment. I was just like, I gotta get back to Jordan's comment. Who do you think is gonna win the most heat races?
As always, I want it to be me, but
Hey, you can back yourself. There's no problem with backing yourself.
I don't know really, because it's hard to say because we're all so equal, and depending on where you start, it could be anyone.
Or who's in your heat too.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
I think it could be anyone.
Anyone?
Really.
All right, but we have a metaphorically gun pointed to your head. Like you gotta say, you gotta name names. I'll give you time, Brandon.
Most heat race wins?
Yeah.
Let's go with John Kirk.
Ooh, John Kirk.
I know that guy.
Yeah. I know that
I
guy.
know this is also, we got kind of away from where I was going, but did you know that between where you placed and 8th place was 300 points difference?
I did know that.
That's a pretty decent gap.
That was Mike New, I think. Yeah.
I think
Yeah, I think so. I can't even go look because they changed the schedule now.
I think Mike was 9th.
Yeah.
It might have been.
Yeah, I can't remember who was right below you, but I know it was 300 points almost. He's either just at 300 or just under.
I'm gonna have to
It's
go
a
with
pretty
I
good
know
gap.
heat race wins. I'm gonna have to go with one of the rookies I know who's
Ooh.
coming, Tucker Richards. I'm gonna go with him.
Tucker Richard.
I'm gonna go with him. Cause why not? Go out on a limb here.
Yeah. All right, I'm going. Well, I had 2. I had Nick Petska and this new kid that's coming up called Jacob Irwin.
Who's that?
He's pretty quick.
That's nice.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna back Jacob Irwin. Yeah, let's go. Most heat race wins. Let's go. Facebook, who do you think is gonna have the most heat race wins? I should have said that before we did ours, but it's not like we're in season 2 or anything. I gotta practice.
I know, it's not like we're just a bunch of rookies here.
Yeah.
Can't make that excuse every time.
No.
Or you could be like Betty to me every time I sign into the pit shack at Wilmot and forget to put my hand up for the wristband. It's my first time every time. I say it every time. Because I forget every time.
Yeah. Should be cash. Put it on. Like,
And just leave your hand
yeah,
up.
just.
I don't pay those, so
Ooh, that's nice.
I know.
Tell me your secret.
Daddy's money.
Oh, nice.
No, Irwin
Nice.
Motorsports money.
There you go. There you go. Jordan Funderburg here says strain. That's a good one. Now, is senior running or is it just junior? Do you know?
Junior, I think.
Just junior. Okay.
That was
'Cause-
a name I recognized.
Ryan Strain.
Mhm.
Yeah, we ran.
There's a few names I recognized. I was like, oh, I know those names.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the lightning sprints are good. They're really fun. We had Mike New on here last season.
Mhm.
That was a fun episode.
Was that an episode I was on? Because I feel like...
Nope, you
No?
were not. It was you left us hot, like just out there. You left us out there like the track crew when it's dry slick and you have to go to the top to try to pass people and you're just out there spinning
Must
tires.
have been when I was in Dallas.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what it was.
That's okay. It's not like what I was doing was any better. I was sweating my butt off in a warehouse with no air conditioning in Dallas.
Landcore here, Charlie Landcore says Heiner to win the most heat race. That's a really
Is
good
Heiner even running the series this year?
He doesn't need to even run the series. He's just that fast.
I don't even know what he's running this year.
Yeah, he's last time we talked to him, he was still debating that. I haven't heard since then.
Well, you can't because we have him for predictions now. So like he has to be.
He's required now.
Yeah, he's required. Yeah, we can't have people losing points now. I don't even know what the prize would be for whoever gets the closest or the most right. Curcio says, honestly, I don't know any lightning sprints besides Pincala. And now,
I think
Jacob
Pincala
Irwin.
should start giving out chocolate milk again.
Ooh, yeah. I forgot about that.
He did that when he was running the street stock. I think he should do that again.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like my favorite part every night.
He's just right around the corner here. So, yeah.
I'm kind of excited to see what interesting things the concessions have in the pit this year.
Yes.
Because they had some cool stuff this last summer.
Mm-hmm.
I think I ate there once this year.
Like a street corn pasta salad. That was really
I
good.
did have that once.
That was
Yeah.
good.
Mind if I run to the bathroom?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Beat stop.
Beat stop.
While he's doing that, we can open up our second glass from Hold My Beer.
We can.
This one is key lime pie sour. So
I don't know.
It's interesting.
yeah.
Well, when we were there the last time, they had a dill pickle
Ooh.
sour.
That sounds good too.
Well, I've never seen you make that face.
It was the second time because the first time was when I tried that one. No, like if you like dill pickle, like it's really good. I just don't like dill pickle.
It was
Dill pickle.
it was definitely an interesting experience. I think that was by Public Brewing.
Yeah.
It was interesting because it was like not what I was expecting. It was. I don't know that it was pickly enough for what I was expecting. I was expecting more dill pickle, but see, I already know that I might not like this, so I'm just gonna taste it.
It does taste like lime, but very sour, like a warhead.
That smells interesting.
It is very good though. I like it.
I don't know how I feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
I could smash that artesian one, or now it's called Mystic.
Mystic.
I mean, that was really good.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not waiting
We were
for him.
crawling
I
out
was
of there.
like,
We were crawling out of there, but we were there. Yeah. So that's the nice thing about Hold My Beer.
oh,
You should have
no.
No, no,
Oh.
dude. That is
fire.
fire.
Really sour.
Yeah. It's it's like a warhead.
It is literally,
A warhead
that is,
with no sugary aftertaste.
nothing.
It's so
Can
good.
you get in there?
Yeah. All right, we got Larry New commenting as we have our special guest back. Larry New says, rain out 1, K9 with John. Mark had 8, Nick 2, Mike 1, but only ran 8 events last year. 2024, Mark is back in his own car, not driving for the Dream Chaser Racing. Mark did a great job, and I got him his first IRA championship. Yeah, Mark Einhardt's been racing lightning sprints forever, and I did not realize that he has not had an IRA championship before, so that's awesome. Back to Larry New's comment here. I have a new rookie in the car, plus Mike and Nick will be full-time. Look for Strain to have a few wins as well. Yeah. So Larry New, owner of the Dream Chaser, which last year was I'm just trying to remember, it was the 18, 55, and 16, right? Yeah. So, I mean, that's cool that he lets the drivers have their numbers when they come aboard, so that's cool. All right. Back to predictions. Most fast times. I will start this time. I think Mark Einhardt will have the most fast times. Brandon.
I'm gonna say. I mean, I don't want to pick him again, but yeah, Mark is probably gonna be up there.
You're gonna say Mark?
He's fast.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. I don't want to pick him for multiple but it's the thing. Like we're playing a numbers game.
Yeah.
Based on previous numbers.
Yep. Yeah, that's true too. I mean, you can't go wrong with Mark either. I mean, that's just like saying like, I'm gonna put Zelski down in a wingless prediction. Or
Like, what were our
Marshall.
previous categories again? We did most features.
Most features, most heats, most fast
heats.
times. Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna change my heat.
You're gonna change your heat.
Yeah, who did I put for heat?
Heat, yeah, John Kirk. Most A mains you had, Mark.
I'm gonna switch for the last category.
Most heat race.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna switch it to our boy right here.
Oh, most heat race wins to Jacob. Oh, we're
That's might be a
Maybe
lot
I
of
should learn
pressure,
how to
but
qualify with it.
yeah, I know.
10th, 13th.
You know, I feel that that's like.
12th.
So you came from go-karts, I came from go-karts, Clayton comes from go-karts. Like, I feel like that's like the main struggle from go-karts into sprint cars or into dirt is because in did you run pavement or dirt? You got dirt. I mean, still with those go-karts, you gotta drive them in straight. Like, you can't drive them in sideways. And when it's qualifying,
You don't want to see race go-kart. It's yeah. We don't talk about that.
with slicks or with the grooves.
Grooves.
Oh, grooves. Okay, never mind. Yeah, you drive them in sideways. I was just picturing Colin Sivia and Clayton, like they run the slick tire on dirt, which you still, but yeah. All right.
Clayton started where he did too.
So did Colin.
Okay.
Yeah. So did Colin. Colin was there for one.
They switched over to the slicks because Clayton and Colin ended up running a lot of the indoor stuff, which is tire prep. So they run slicks, and I still drove it the same. I mean, nobody said I was fast, but
Did you feel fast?
No.
I love that sour. Oh, sorry.
You like that?
I like it.
Oh,
I
man.
love.
I gave it a second chance. I took a second sip, but I didn't know why I did that to myself.
Yes, if you like sour, definitely the key lime sour.
It is sour.
And sour.
It is sour.
Yeah. Of course, I'll hold my beer. So, Jacob, who do you think is going to have the most fast times? And Facebook, feel free to comment who's going to have the most fast times.
I think I'm going to have to go with either John Kirk or Max Branham. Because I know both those cars are making good power.
Yeah.
A Honda and a Kawasaki.
See, I don't know the difference about that. To me, from the outside, I just know those guys, they wheel.
I mean, I'm guessing Kawasaki guys are running. That's the Hayabusa engine, right?
No, that's a Suzuki.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. Suzuki.
Kawasaki is a ZX.
It's been a while since I was into motorcycles.
I am running I'm not running a Hayabusa engine, but I'm running a Suzuki Gixxer.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you got Max Branham and John Kirk. Okay.
Out of curiosity, what's kind of like an entry price to start racing mini sprints? Like, if you had to guess, like
Depends on what you buy.
Yeah.
My
so
car
that's-
was like $6,000.
Yeah, this car was close to $6,000.
And
Complete.
what would you grade that? A, B, C, D?
That was probably like a C.
I would
C.
say it was probably more B.
In between
B.
C and B.
Yeah.
B and C?
Like a
it's
like a 79.
Yeah,
Okay.
somewhere around there, but I mean, it's a quality. I mean, a car is a good car. It functions, and
Just need some fine tuning.
it needs
Yeah.
some fine tuning. And we're definitely with our engine package right now.
It needs work.
We're behind probably 25 to 30 horsepower.
Yeah, and you guys weigh what? 900 pounds?
Great
1,000?
question. Never weighed my car. I have no clue. We have never weighed my race car. So I might be underweight and might get DQ'd if I run 4th at Wilmot.
Oh, no, don't do that. Get
No.
DQ'd winning it. Because
we will be approaching that.
I've ran 5th at Wilmot.
So
That's the max I could finish last year because we had no clue what my car weighed.
Oh, so at that point you're like, nah.
That's as fast as I was going to do. I was not going to be going farther forward. But
Okay. So but the minimum weight's about 1,000, right?
somewhere
it's
around there,
950 with the
I think
driver on it as
950
minimum.
is-
950.
You
Okay.
just need a bigger engine with more
Yes.
power.
So
Exactly.
yeah, obviously
Like a Hayabusa engine.
the less weight.
I want to.
If you could have one engine for that car, what would you pick?
410.
Yeah. We'll cut the down tubes, change everything.
Wrong category. Based in the category.
BMW S1000 or probably
The
brand
BMW
new,
makes great.
brand spanking new.
I mean, we all know I'm a German engineering kind of guy, so I'm partial to the.
He's
German
from the
cars.
Deutschland, the motherland.
Das Motherland.
Yep.
If I can't pronounce it, it's weird.
It's weird. It's weird. But yeah, so if you guys are at 950, yeah, of course, like even 10 horsepower is probably at least 2 or 3 spots in qualifying.
So do they have like a limit? Is like based on like CCs or is it just it
1,000.
is 1,000 CCs?
Yeah.
That's a Hayabusa engine, right? 1,000.
No,
No.
Hayabusa's 1,200.
They used
they're
Wait, hold up.
1,300 now.
I'm gonna find out.
Yeah, they used to be 1,200 cc's back in the
Yeah.
day,
I
right?
think it
and,
is.
then, and then
I
they,
think they went up.
yeah,
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Because I always remember 1,200 CCs.
yeah, yeah.
Is
Because
that what the limit is, or is it 1,000
The
CCs?
Lightning Sprints is now 1,000 cc.
yeah,
Oh, did it used to be higher?
It used to
It
be
used to be
higher.
1,200.
It's
Yeah.
1340.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's the hard thing is like I usually normally like I consistently see 1,200 CCs, so it's like is 1,000 just kind of like a weird CC to find, or is
Nope.
it there's
Right.
more 1,000 CCs?
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
And they're actually used in the mini modifieds now.
Oh,
Yeah, there was
Late
many
models.
modifieds running up to Lucia.
interesting.
wow.
Yeah, so and
It was kind of
the
fun.
engine package is actually getting harder. It's actually with more divisions running them, the price is going up.
Going up,
Plus, the newer engines are more expensive. So like moving up to a newer engine is
It's expensive.
it's
Mhm.
it's almost double. It's right around double what we paid for the whole car.
Jeez.
Yeah.
It's just to buy a newer engine for that.
That sounds like racing. How
Yeah.
much is your roller? Twice the motor, or
Right.
twice.
Yeah, we bought that car complete for just under $6,000, and now to put a newer engine in it, it's a
Double that.
$12,000 package
Sheesh.
with the intake,
Alcohol
and everything.
conversion.
alcohol
Yeah.
conversion, and the wiring harness and all that, and tuned and everything
Tuned
for
and
the
everything.
alcohol.
Jeez.
So.
Wow.
Yeah,
I had to watch. I was going to say a different word, but
yeah. We're not on Zelsky's.
we're not on Zelsky's.
We're not on Zelsky's show now. Awesome. And then the last prediction here. Here Jordan Funderburg says 8 to 12 grand to get the newer one.
That's crazy.
So yeah.
Do you typically know like what other engines the other racers are using?
Yeah.
Some of them.
What's the weirdest engine you've seen somebody race
The
with?
Ducati.
Where was a Ducati somewhere? Not here though.
No, okay.
Oh, there was a Ducati for sale in Indiana.
Yeah.
Like the car, it's a roller now, and it's still for sale.
Primarily
You just-
here, it's either a GSXR, a Honda, or the Kawasaki.
John's the only one running a Kawasaki right now, I think, though.
I think so. I think he's the only one again.
Wow, and he's making power. Yeah. All right, last prediction here. Average car count. What do you think the average car count will be? For
I'm gonna hope around 20.
No, just for like how many cars show
Oh,
up.
car counts per show.
You said 20?
I'm hoping
See, I
around
wouldn't
20. Yeah.
know. Is that a typical average for the show?
Well, he said 20. I got
So I'm
19.
guessing-
I think our average for this year throughout everywhere, I think was probably around like 15 to in between 15 and 20. I don't know the exact number.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Brandon, your last one. Jacob says
I
20.
mean,
I
it sounds like we've got like some new guys coming in this year, so
Yeah.
let's go with. I was gonna go somewhere in the middle, around 18, but let's do 19. I guess I'm the same as you, so yeah, 19.
19? Okay, man, you're twinning with me for 2. So if we're right,
We're right, 2 for 2.
we'll be right for 2 for 2. But then for predictions, we won't know who's the best.
Charlie
Futures
Lance, we're
here.
saying
okay,
17.
we don't
That's
need
a
to
good
know.
number too.
Yeah.
We're both the best.
Yep, we got Charlie Landcore here.
Dang, Jordan, that's a lot of cars.
I was gonna say 24. He's just jumping up there.
Charlie says 17.
You're gonna have to start running B mains at that.
Jordan. Jordan.
You're gonna have to step
Says
up my
24.
game. I ain't trying to run B mains.
Yeah. Do you think so? Do you think having less car count, an average car count, helps a rookie or hurts a rookie?
Helps,
Helps.
because once you get into more cars, you know, it's harder. You gotta compete with more people.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know.
Less, possibility less track time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that too.
Yeah. That's my flip on it. Was I think it lower car count helps your first half season, but after that, if you kind of get used to it, then you don't step your driving to that next tier. But then again, if you're running lightning sprints, they're very strong. Like what? There's 10 cars that can win a feature. That could, like, if you just wrote their stuff down on a piece of paper, you're like, yeah, these guys could win. So, I mean, if you're trying to win features, you're gonna have to drive.
I think Larry's got a good prediction. 23 at Wilmot, 19 IRA. That seems reasonable.
Yeah. Okay, I like those numbers.
We always have more at Wilmot because it's more.
Yeah,
local,
That's
but
true.
Yeah, there's a lot of Illinois guys too, because the Lightning Sprints used to be the Illinois Wisconsin, so I know there's a lot of Illinois drivers, or I would say more Illinois drivers.
I think it's probably about half and half.
Yeah, because like the Wisconsin wingless, you're probably looking at more like 80-20.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 80% in Wisconsin, 1% in Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Yeah, and then Ryan Saw was here. I just flat out suck. So I'm
Ryan, just fix your car right.
I can't even read the comment. Okay, Ryan Saw. I just flat out suck. So I'm always excited for when everyone goes to the feature with the MSA.
Don't park it in the wall going 35 miles an hour then.
Yeah. Oh, naming names. All right, so we got Larry New, like Jacob said, 23 at Wilmot, 19 at IRA. And then Jordan Thunderbrook, MSA had 42 cars. Yeah.
MMSA, yeah, that's in Indiana. They always have more.
SA.
Racing's different in Indiana for them. There's it's.
If you're battling for 10th place in the C main, you lose track that this is not for the feature win. This is for just a position that doesn't pay any difference. Those guys are nuts. Really love racing.
If you're going to race in Indiana, you better bring some spare parts because you expected to break some shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's what Marshall said the first time he said. He was like, "Yeah, these guys aren't afraid to crash stuff." I'm like, "No."
Oh yeah.
That's why half their cars are like from 4 different cars. Body got blue hood, yellow arm guard. All right. Does anyone have a bold prediction for the series or a driver just in general? I have a rookie will win one feature this coming year. Brandon, do you
Is
have
that a bold prediction?
How many rookies won last year?
I don't know.
0. How many rookies won the year before that? 0. I think that's pretty bold.
It's a 1 in 24 chance.
I'm glad Tucker Richards is showing up. And Jacob said
I raced with him for 95% of my go-karting. The place I raced, you could not run on the top, and me and him were the only two that were capable of running side by side all the way around the racetrack. So, not afraid to do it again.
Yeah, there you go. Just with winged and a lot more steam going in the corner.
I'm not afraid. Me and him.
Yeah, you can't be afraid. You gotta be respectful, but not afraid.
Mm-hmm.
I almost feel like we're delusional.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like you get in the car and you're like, yep, here we go. Nothing bad can happen.
What's the worst that can happen? I flip into the grandstand?
Yeah, you just charge up the field from row 9 like no one's there, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have a bold prediction, Brandon? No? Jacob?
Bold prediction. Combined all rookies for this year win 5 races.
5 races.
Not just one rookie, all rookies.
All rookies. So all the rookies.
There'll be 5.
There will be 5 feature wins.
5 features.
Mm-hmm.
So that could be done by one rookie or
5 features
by 5
and
yeah.
6.
I feel like that's a pretty.
I'm gonna go with 5 features and 10 heat race wins.
A 2-parter. 5 features and
10 heat race
heats.
wins.
Oh my goodness, rookies. Okay.
These boys better put on a show.
I mean, I feel
Rookies will win over half the heat races.
wow. This is a very
Amongst
rookie
rookies.
Amongst wow.
Amongst
Dad,
the
we started
rookies.
racing too soon. Should have joined this year.
I know, right? We're gonna offset our numbers.
Rookies win.
I'm changing
half.
my name. I'm gonna be a rookie this year.
Yep.
Dang it! I already signed up for my membership.
Just be Jeff. Just be Jeff. My name is Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
My name's Paul.
Paul. There we go.
My name is Juan. My name is
Juan Pablo.
Rookies will win half of the heats. Okay, that's bold too. Man, I feel bad for all the veterans out there that were like,
I know,
hey, it's okay. They got a lot of features.
Well, I mean, it's not a bold statement to be like a veteran is gonna win.
My name is Tanisha Juan James III.
Well, like another one would be like, okay, Andrew Kudrowski will win half the features. I mean, yours is technically bold already because you said Mark Heinert will win 10 features. Like that's bold. Like if he wins 10, and that's what you put down as your bold too, I'll be like, okay, that's double points. Like you get 2 points for that because that's kind of.
Well, I would say you could go fine if you wanted to make it not rookie based, not necessarily. But something veteran based, you could be like, okay, someone from below 10th place in points from this last year will win the championship in points next year.
Dang it! I'm not even part of that.
I know because you got the top 7.
It's okay. We have you down for. Well, it's your race.
That's all we're betting on you.
Well, them rookies, they
gotcha.
ain't gonna be winning half.
Larry knew we'll have more rookies this year than last year. Okay, so
That was a good thing to see.
We're getting
We
there.
like to see
We're
that.
moving. Yeah,
We want to
that's
see
good.
that.
That's good. Awesome. Do you have any more questions? You said you had some questions and notes for
I mean,
Jacob.
I feel like I've kind of taken most of them.
You've touched
I mean,
base on most. Okay.
And I guess, okay, and it kind of was like, we talked about like what your focus might be for the next year, but what would you say is like something that you strive to improve from this last year?
I don't know. I have a problem in qualifying. I like to turn in way too hard and get the car on the right front. So I need to fix that. Because at Sycamore, I think during the feature, after I spun out, I went to the bottom and all of a sudden my car starts bouncing and it wasn't doing that before. And I'm like, huh? And then I went to the top and just started roasting my tires. Going nowhere, but I was also going nowhere on the bottom. So might as well learn something new.
Okay, just like that video I sent you, right? I'm just washing my tires.
Yep, just washing.
Just washing my tires.
Yeah, no, the top.
Nowadays, you better be careful when you wash your tires, though.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Where do you put the simple green on?
Inside.
Inside or outside? I was cleaning the rim. I just
Inject
did
it
wipe
with
the
a
syringe.
I was just cleaning the rims.
Yeah. No,
Inject
I mean,
it with a syringe into the holes.
yeah, right. I mean, don't say it like. Shh. I told you I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah, no, it's fun to when you're in the back to just go to the top, even if there is no top. And you're up there and you're like, yeah. And you're like, oh, yeah, there goes the leader lap me. But hey, he's stressed and I'm having fun. Killing the right rear tire. Well, you guys don't really kill the right rear tires, do you? Or you do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sycamore.
Sycamore?
Yeah.
I have probably had it. And the tire we got in the car was already used, but
Okay.
we went to Sycamore and I destroyed it. It balled. Now it's a yard ornament.
Nice. It's a roller for the shows.
Not
not even.
It's not nice enough for that even.
Not even.
It might blow up if you put air in it.
Ooh. Quarters starting to show?
No, not quite. Almost. There's no blocks.
No blocks. Oh, so it's ready for Anderson. It's
Yeah.
ready for a little 500. There you
We'll
go.
just grind it a
Yeah.
little bit more.
Yeah. Brandon, did you have anything else?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Awesome.
I'm ready for the next one.
Oh, you're ready for the next one. All right. Topic
Nudo dos.
number 2 here. Still nothing. All right. Topic number 2 here, presented by Pullman Auto. They have 3 locations in Kenosha, 1 location in Racine. So if you're looking for a new car or a new to you car, check out Pullman Auto. Or even if you're looking for a Bandit, I'm sure they got 4 bangers there. So check them out for your auto.
I want to buy a used Prius and run it in like the Bandits. It'd be fun.
That would be fun. Oh, that would be fun. I just want to rip the Bandit.
There's this group of guys that they buy Priuses and rip out the engines and throw in like V12s and stuff in there. just like the most ridiculous
How to
stuff.
waste money on a Prius.
Yeah. Topic 2 is the Wilmot Raceway memberships. So
Let's talk about it.
let's talk about them. So
$125.
yes. Yeah, I actually should probably pull up here. No, I can't because I'm on Facebook with the live. Can't do that.
Yeah, I can get it up.
Yeah, so
As far as I know, you can't find the original post.
yeah,
It's
no,
an updated post.
Yeah, I think it's the original post. They updated it. Yeah, thank you. All right, so we have from Wilmot Raceway update. We are reposting with some
Reposted.
clarifications.
Technically, it's not an updated post. They took down the original and then wrote an update post.
Changes from the original post are insurance for the $50,000 is for everyone in the pits. It is not exclusive to having a membership. Membership is exclusive to the drivers. If you are running more than one division, you receive the second at $50 off. So $75 for that one. But what about for the taters out there that's running 3? Didn't think about that. Oh, 410, winged 410 and 604 winged. And
Well,
then
technically,
wingless.
that there would be 2 IRA memberships and then just the one.
Oh, we'll
for
get
Wilmot.
into that here in a second. We'll get into that in a second. If there are questions, please email failmanager@kenoshacofair.com or send us a message on here. Wilmot Raceway memberships, import messages for drivers. What do you want to run for points this year? You need this membership. This membership will also give you $5 off for pit pass admission with your valid membership card. Why? There have been a lot of requests for something like this, and so we decided to answer the request. For who? It is for our 604 winged, unified street stocks, IMCA modifieds, and bandits. IRA qualifies for this discount and points already. And then it has the link to buy the membership. Now they did, thank you, Jacob, for that. So that was their post. Now, the way I saw it was I'm more numb to that membership already, just because with the IRA, you're just so used to buying a membership anyways,
Yep.
right? I just feel that it could have just been done better, I guess, with more clarifications. But what did you take of that, Brandon? Just at face value.
I mean, I didn't get to see the comments on the previous one. So my first question was going to be, can you tell me some of the things you saw in that first post comment? You don't have to go full blown, like just what the actual genuine, like what were questions people were asking? What were the concerns?
Well, like in that post it said why, and it says there have been a lot of requests for something to do this, so we decided to answer that request. By the way the comments were, it did not seem like there was a lot.
That's one of the things I wrote down to talk about was, to me, if you're just stating flat out that why, because people were asking this, and your first post, you've got all these people saying that, what sounded like they were against it, and then you took it a step further and then took down the post and turned off comments on it. To me, that's sus.
I know a question somebody asked was the $50,000 extra, or was that just the insurance that you got with the wristband? Mm-hmm. And I wish in the first post they might have been a little bit more clear with that.
Yeah. So to clarify, the $50,000 insurance is given for the pit pass holder.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a $50,000 insurance by just buying a pit pass,
Right?
And you're not a driver.
So somebody hits me as I'm walking around.
Yeah, or you're not paying attention. That's more like it.
Right.
Head on a swivel.
Gotta get the TikToks.
Always.
Yeah.
So that was a concern to me, right?
Yeah.
You're talking about who's it for and why. Oh, because people were asking, and even to take out, like, okay, even if you weren't getting the negativity, but like obviously you're trying to hide something by turning off comments because people have something to say.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's like Wilmot's the home track. Love Wilmot to death. They're doing a lot of great things. So I don't want it to seem like we're just like nitpicking at what they're doing.
No.
Right. So I'm looking at it from the other standpoint of too, like, all right, they probably saw how many comments they were getting and they couldn't fulfill it fast enough. So at that point, what's better, to just have comments sitting there, or have someone literally there for hours just responding? But at that point, to me...
But then why delete the post?
But to me, if you have that many questions, the initial post wasn't clear enough. Right.
And like you said, like, this is not me dogging or us dogging on Wilmot track.
Yeah.
I'm playing more of the devil's advocate role in this, of like being the critic, right? Because I love Wilmot track. I've spent like almost every summer there most of my life.
Yeah.
So, not necessarily at the track, but at the fair.
Yeah.
Right. And in some years, the track.
Yeah. And I feel at this panel too, because like you're young, so you're just getting into like this stuff, right? I've been there quite a few laps. Ryan's been here quite a few laps, and you, Brandon, have only been on the pit side just this last year, as in like an invested crew member.
Right.
Where before you're on the stand side, so
I wasn't a fan before, right?
Yeah.
And not to say I'm not a fan now, right? Like, I'm still a fan, but things are a little bit different.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was something to me that stuck out. I was like, okay, do we really, you want to turn off comments? Okay, whatever. But to me, that says that, okay, maybe it wasn't your initial why.
Yeah.
Because if people were instantly... And yes, and you always want to take into account that most people that don't have a problem with it aren't going to take the time to say something about it.
Yeah.
And it's the people that have the problem that are always going to be commenting. Right?
Exactly.
So there's two sides to it, but still, I don't think you didn't need to probably take down your post. People write stuff, so maybe some people had insight that other people should have seen.
Or there's some people that should have had the answer and just jumped in right away instead of just
like
especially
with something that like you're trying to push. Like you definitely should have had somebody who was sole focus was knowing the answers to answer them, because it didn't seem like it was that intuitive on that first post. So I had a couple little jabs, right? I'm gonna get them in while I can.
Real quickly.
Go ahead.
Since we're on I just said the insurance. Jeff Curcio, so you get $50,000 for buying a pit pass, but if you get the membership, you get the original $50,000 for a pit pass plus another $50,000. No, it's not an addition. That's the nice thing about the IRA is that all the tracks supply the first 50. And then if you're a member, and if you're a member, you get an additional 100.
Is that Turbo IEIC
right
there? What's up, Turbo? Where you at?
He's coming the next guest, which I will say here at the end of the show.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the nice thing, which I'll clarify that. Jeff, so what's the point of the membership? Well, we'll talk about that here towards the end of. We'll try to circle back and connect all the dots here. So Brandon,
I just had a couple jokes, like being funny. You know, it's like, you know, we're going with this membership. Why? Because not enough people bought spots in the pit.
Oh no, they sold out. They sold out quick.
Right.
I think they only had one other post after the original post.
Right.
Of like it's open and they're like we'll have 3 spots or 2 spots.
I think you had a lot of people who maybe didn't have the chances before because I mean, just in our knowings, we know that people who've bought them in the past didn't necessarily buy up front this year. So a lot more people had chances to grab them when they usually didn't. Yeah. So that was kind of cool.
Yep.
And then also kind of like, oh, are we expanding and updating too quick? Is that why we need to come up with a membership?
I mean...
They need some extra cash inflow?
Yeah.
Expanding too quick?
I don't think...
Again, these are just... I'm just me being funny because the updates have been awesome.
Oh, yeah.
There's no doubt about that.
The food options.
The food options... You know, the stuff that they've been updating and fixing. So, more so just little quick funnies I wrote down. Okay. I got involved in today. So
you did. You were messaging me. You're like, I don't see the original post. I'm like, it's not up there. You gotta be quick.
Grandma picked up Dean. So after work, I had some time to sit down and do some research on you. Mm-hmm. And I had some time to research on some... Well, I didn't really get to do research on the membership, but...
That was it.
I got to do some poking.
Yeah.
And...
This is not...
That's it. That's what I got.
So this is not just for the membership, but I wish tracks and series, like even the Wisconsin Wingless and even the Lightning Sprints, even Wilmot, like their last post for news on their websites have been like January or February. Like that's it. Like there hasn't been anything the last month and a half. So I sh, just in general, this stuff would be on their website too, so you could circle back to that. Mm-hmm. Because, like, really, are the people that are going to try to kick something while it's down really going to go to their website? No, they'll just stay on Facebook and just haha or whatever the comment. But, like, for the ones that actually want to dig down and find why this is important so that we can push it, or...
I like that.
Yeah, I saw that. But, yeah, so it's just for us to... for our audio listeners.
Yeah, for our audio listeners, someone made a comment, which we'll get to in a second.
Yes.
That actually caught our all of our eyes.
Yes. But yeah, so to my point, I wish they would not just make those news drops on social media. They'll also have it on the website for the people that really care and really want to push the sport forward.
And for you guys listening, like we were going to have more answers for some of this stuff, but
hopefully.
It didn't.
I mean,
hopefully maybe by the next time.
I know
we
on
get
our
together.
Facebook page you just got the notification about buying our memberships, but I don't know if there's anything on our website either.
No, there isn't. I think the last thing was the banquet at 11:75.
So.
Yeah. So, Jacob, what were your initial thoughts to seeing that?
It's... I know with our membership, we got, like, I should say, like, perks in a way, like how the comment says about the membership going directly into the point fund. Mm-hmm. We get, at our banquet, we got, like, there were, like, prizes we could win with, like, raffle tickets. Like, I won a free top wing.
Nice.
That I just went and picked up. That's shiny. And there's, like, winning product and gift certificates to places that you can buy parts with. So... I mean, I know our membership. I don't know. I think the Wingless is probably the same. Ours is $225, but I think we might get a little bit more out of ours.
You could get something back.
Yeah, we get like a
not
kickback
necessarily
in a way.
maybe, but like
Yeah.
good prizes. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
get
like,
they get the same insurance as the IRA.
right.
Yeah, we
right.
kind of get like a kickback in the
Yeah.
way of like kind of making our money back.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like, because racing with the IRA it doesn't really affect me.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I mean, it's interesting. It's a cool concept. I just don't know how it's gonna work out really.
Yeah.
After some of the reactions on Facebook before it all changed.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's another thing too. You made a great point. Is that I feel that this is the first time Wilmot Raceway has full like this is the direction we're going without outside influence. I'm not going to name names or anything, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like this is the direction. So it's almost like it's so new.
Just being clear now.
Yeah,
like,
just be more.
yeah.
Right, just be more clear. Just more what's going on. But like honestly, this is the first thing that Wilmot's done where I'm like, hang on, wait a second. Everything else they've been doing has been like chef's kiss. Like the track, the pits in the back. I mean, not the back 40, but like doing all that gravel on the main pit lane.
I mean, I like the back.
Yeah.
That's
Well, we're gonna be there.
I mean, outside of like when the
RTE.
mosquitoes are bad, but like I like that.
Yeah.
It's just kind of a cool, nice area. I mean, you have to walk farther to get up to watch stuff. But
Yeah.
hey, you know, when you're eating that kind of food, that delicious food from the concessions, like we need to work it off a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. So my initial reaction from this was like, first of all, is the insurance $50,000 now for the membership, or is that still within the pit? Which we kind of already answered that. Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson and I have been talking. We've been talking back and forth. He made a great point to me. He's like, "Why are the IRA classes excluded? Like, if it's a different point fund, it's different points. Shouldn't it be a different, or at least $50 off if you're an IRA member already or something, right?"
Mm-hmm.
So I took that into consideration. I'm like, yeah, if we're actually looking at it that way, like he's got 100% point there. Like,
Right.
Why? What's it for? It based off of their post is you get to race for points, and you get $5 off.
And you get a
But
card
then
with
it's
your
like-
name on
And
it.
you get a card with your name on it.
Yeah.
I didn't do it for any of it. I just did it for the card.
Right.
So do you know why I pulled you over? Yep, I'm a Wilmot member.
like having an American Express card.
Exactly. And again,
Memorabilia, you gotta save them.
Yeah.
It's gonna be worth money someday.
one day, yeah. That's the unfortunate thing. There's gonna be worth something when you're gone, but it'll be a good play. Like it'll be worth $50 or something when you're gone.
If it doesn't get accidentally thrown in the recycle.
Accidentally by your wife. And then I guess the one thing that really stood out to me like a sore thumb was why, with their reasoning. Like, I don't know anyone who was just like, hey, let's buy memberships. Right? Like, so that would, okay, which is fine. But that one just kind of, like, didn't really make sense to me. Now, I also wrote, who does this hurt? The Bandits. Their memberships are $125. Their championship is $100.
Yep.
So that's a 25% more to be a member to get $100 at the end of the year if you win the championship. But then you get $50 back, so it's $75, right? So it's 25% more. It's a big deal, $125, right? But let's use that with the new pay that the Wisconsin Wingless is going to have at Wilmot. So that would be the equivalent to our Wisconsin Wingless memberships would be $781.25 to win a championship of $625.
Yep.
Right? So now it's kind of like, oh, now we're kind of...
Like losing money.
Well, I mean, we're always losing money, right? But
Yeah,
now
I
it's
mean,
kind of
that's just
almost
what
to your
it's-
face.
Right,
Like,
right.
right?
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
what Matt Roebuck here said, and we were all kind of like
Well,
100%.
Yeah.
Shouldn't the membership money go directly to the point fund since you must pay to get the point fund money? Yes. So that is one of the, like, if I was going to do this,
Yeah.
I would lay it out that wrapped in the membership, if there's if there was a way to get an additional 50, not an additional 50, but additional insurance money, like, of course, right? Also, the timing of this post with the pit reservations also now kind of seems a little sketch. Like, oh, you just paid $75. Oh, now if you want to race for points, it's this, and it's going to be like, well, next month, what's it going to be? But like, wrap your pit stall reservation in your membership. And another cool thing that Wilmot's doing is that they're setting up a souvenir trailer for merch, right? So then I would add no fee for that team to have their merch in the trailer that you're selling, right? So it's just more of like wrap stuff together than just more of like, well, there's been a lot of requests for it.
And I know they said like it's for the drivers, but I know with the IRA, I think we bought 6 memberships last year, 2 for me and him as drivers, and
the rest were like
4
the
for
gold
the team,
or the $75 one or something, right?
Yeah, well, I think it wasn't at 50 before the cutoff time. Well, and the Lightning Sprints actually have a cool deal too because of their deal that they've had for years. They actually have a coupon for an X amount off.
Yeah, I think we get like $50 off until a certain date.
No, there's 2. I forget exactly the numbers, but there's 2. You can buy 2 team member memberships and they have a coupon for X amount off.
And I think the driver gets a discount until
the driver, and that's the same with all the IRA divisions.
Yeah.
You know, there's a discount up until cutoff date, usually right close to April 1st. I know this year the Lightning Sprint one is later because of some snafus with publishing stuff, but so that's we do that. I've done that for years. Had to get discounted pit passes for our team members. That
I mean, that kind of pays for itself. I mean,
yeah, but when I ran IRA, we were running, somewhere between 20 and 30 races. So you're getting the money off at the pit gate, and it's.
I think for your team members, like I know my one crew guy, he works on Saturdays a lot, so saves him money if he has to pay. I mean, we try and pay to get him in as much as we can, but sometimes he drives himself and he pays for himself to get in. So I mean, that $5 off, saves him money.
Yep. And then and then back to some of your stuff too, if you don't mind me jumping in with having the IRA memberships over the years. I've heard people say, well, how can we get a discount at the gate? So I don't know that maybe people were asking directly to have memberships.
I'm kind of like nudging at it.
Indirectly
about getting the discount, and then they just equated, okay, well then we'll do a membership.
So, that might be
and
where
maybe these people didn't know
why they're saying people were asking for it.
Yeah.
That's a possibility.
And maybe these people didn't know the amount of money.
Words in their mouth, but that's being a competitor that's had IRA memberships over the years, and Wilmot's not the only track I've heard that at. So there's other tracks that they're local. You go there and their locals are paying, and you get a discount, and they're like, well, how come we support your racetrack every week? And so.
And maybe some people didn't realize how much money we pay for them too. That might also be a possibility.
Yeah. I actually just got a text. So the person that would have more answers for us has been out of the country, so he's actually in the air and just landed and a bunch of stuff. So just got a few texts from him. So I actually have to read through because there's some stuff where I'm like, I don't not necessarily want to say it on the show, like live read,
right
type thing. But I'll kind of go as So purses are based on sponsors for each division. Wilmot pays out the top 5 in each division at the end of the year banquet. With the membership, I'm hoping to change that and pay out as deep in each division as the membership goes for the Wilmot core classes.
That'd be cool.
Okay.
That'd be really good.
So it sounds like it's staying within the class.
Yeah,
so
so
that
you're saying
checks
essentially
one.
as far as that money will go, they're going to pay it out.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool.
If the drivers want to see increased purses or higher end of the year point fund, it takes sponsorship for the divisions to make that happen. With modifying switching to the IMCA, they will have a little bit better point fund at the end of the year, which I did hear that being an IMCA sanction would help the modifieds out, so that's good. Along with a little extra Hoosier money, tire money, which basically, for those that do not know, I don't know what your guys' plan is with the Hoosier stuff, but I think it's $10 or $20
I
of
don't know
each
that lightning sprint one. No.
of each tire for the Wisconsin wingless goes into the point fund.
That's cool.
I
Yeah.
don't know, for
Yeah.
ours. I'm
So
assuming probably similar.
yeah, it's something. It's the Hoosier deal, so I'm assuming it has to. It may not be 20, but it's probably something that goes in your point fund.
15, 20
yeah.
probably.
So it sounds like Wilmot's trying to do that too. Mods get $2 per car per night from Hoosier toward the point fund. That's pretty cool. And the new Wilmot. Yeah, sorry, these chairs are a little bit bony. The new Wilmot Wing 604 class will get $10 per car from the Hoosier point fund. Okay, awesome. Yeah, all right, so that's good. I'll look into that more because it's a decent text. But there's some stuff I kind of started reading. I'm like, I don't feel like I should read that without having some answers.
Larry New just made a
Right.
comment that I can't read it off.
Yeah, okay. Larry New here. The last comment on the IRA Lightning Sprints was for membership meeting on April 10th, plus getting your membership by April 15th. Mike, post information always within 5 days. As for door prizes at the banquet, we reach out to vendors to supply them at the banquet. Lightning Sprints do not need this membership. Yeah, that's another thing I've noticed. Like, I feel like a lot of the classes, like, they have more drivers doing stuff than other classes just sitting back and going, well, that's not my job. I'm just the driver. Like, but we need to get paid more, or we want more prizes at the banquet. Like, I feel at the Lightning Sprints, you guys have like a lot of guys that kind of chip in to do that stuff. Like,
And like this year, 1175, they came on as our head sponsor, and I heard
Nice.
that we'll probably get a little bit of a pay increase this year. How much, I don't know, but I guess we'll find out.
that's awesome. That's awesome.
And like I wrote down here, it said racing should pay more.
Yes, yes. If everything goes up, shouldn't winnings too?
I mean,
But yeah.
our tires cost almost just as much as your guys's. I mean, my right rear is $275.
Yeah.
Like, that's not a nice.
Man,
That's not a
What is
nice.
ours now? Like 325?
340.
345. 345.
Tax.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
my front tires are $250. It's not
Yeah.
much nicer,
No.
and they're half the tire.
I can remember when those were under $100.
There you go. I was about to say, like, I know he can go further back, but I remember when we first started, it was like $205 for a right rear, and I was like, "Oh, that's so much money!" And now we're putting brand new. Back then, I only put like 2 right rears on a year, and now I'm putting like 6 on, and now at 3-4, I should have done it the other way around.
Well, it's another situation with the sprint car. Is it
Now I've got new tire rules. And
tire rules?
You got
and
tire rules?
tire rules with the sprint cars.
Oh,
and
the 410s.
over time, tire rules, in my opinion, have cost me more money.
Mm.
like, we got a stack in the basement, and we got stacks ceiling high of tires that we can't run.
Yeah.
Because different compounds.
Different compounds, different manufacturers,
Oh,
everything. I've been
gotcha.
through it all.
Yeah.
I mean,
Did you go to on the McCreary's at all, or Goodyear's? I'm sorry, the Goodyear's when.
yep, I
you
was
did?
on the
Okay.
Goodyear.
There's
we
pictures
were
of
on
me
a-
being shorter
during
than
my
this
time,
table.
I ran
Stand next to
open. I
Goodyear's.
ran open tire roll on the sprint car. I've run Goodyear, Hoosier, back and forth when Goodyear was still in the game, and then But every time they change the rule, the tires are not as good, in my opinion, and
Yeah.
we end up bolting more tires on.
Mhm.
It's- Guys, in order to compete, you gotta have the best of the best on, and it's. And
That's the double-edged sword about running in a very competitive class.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, it's good because the series is only as good as their top driver. Right? So if drivers are like Balog and Theo, they go away and then they'll come back for like a summer, and that just elevates everybody else, right? But then the downside to that is for the guys that want to be as good as them, well, you got to spend as much money on their tires.
Yep.
at the very least.
They probably don't have
Motors.
anywhere near the amount of sponsors or
Exactly.
enough to buy that stuff.
That's something we're
Exactly.
trying to do. We're trying to get all our sponsorship portfolios done and start sending them out. So
Let's go. Yeah, sponsorships, that's a whole nother thing there. But yeah, sponsorships is much needed. Alright, so we're going to go to the game, and then we'll go back to the bench racing portion. The game here, presented by Ashley Brief Photo, if you need your wedding day... 3, 2, 1, go. Lost my train of thought there. I switched a word in there from when I rehearsed. Ashley Brief Photography. If you want your memories remembered just how they were when they were taken, check out Ashley Brief Photography, ashleybrieffphoto.com. There you go. Game today is Highside or Lowside. So one of the easier games. All the answers here are going to be numerical. So I will ask a question to Jacob starting, and then he'll give me an answer. If it's right, he gets 2 points. If it's wrong, Brandon has a chance to steal for a point. And all he's got to say is if the answer is higher or lower than the number he was given. And Facebook, feel free to jump in if you feel that you know the answer. Now I got to be a little sneak here so he can't see. All right, so all the questions have to do with lightning sprints in 2023 at Wilmot.
So you're going to win.
Yep.
probably not. You have a pretty high chance.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Brandon, you've only won one game, I think. Or no, have you only scored one game? I gotta make them easier, but harder for them.
Well, that's the thing, because in some of the games, if I can get it right, but it doesn't count for a point, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe for the live show, you can come up with the game for the live audience show.
Maybe I'll slack off
Maybe.
for some of these questions.
Don't you dare take pity on me.
All right, Jacob, 1 through 6. What question you want me to ask you?
6.
6. Alrighty. The last A-Main of 2023 at Wilmot Raceway, how many cars finished the main? So that was September 9th. Just if you need a date. If you're a date guy, that's the date.
I ran 5th, so...
Okay, so you're there.
I was. Actually ran good for once.
Yep.
Not a common thing for me at Wilmot. 16?
That is wrong. For the Steel Brandon, higher or lower than 16?
Lower.
Lower. Correct.
Ooh.
12.
Wow.
12 cars finished.
See, I just had to think. I was like, you said typically average of about 15 to 20. So I was like,
Mhm.
if he was wrong at 16, I was like, I feel like for that wow factor, because it's Derek, it's got to be lower.
I didn't want to throw so much numbers at you guys and be like, 19 cars started the feature. How many cars? Yeah. Because there was actually 2 cars that didn't even start the feature. So I'll just do it then. Brandon, 1 through 5.
3.
3. Alrighty, we have how many A-Main wins did Mark Heiner win?
Thanks a lot. I sure went with that.
A-Main wins.
A-Main wins.
Hey, no cheating. You're looking at your notes.
I don't have A-Main wins on here for him.
And he said IRA. I only have Wilmot dates. So this is only Wilmot.
Oh.
It's only Wilmot.
Only Wilmot.
Only Wilmot.
How many races were there at Wilmot?
8. No, 6.
No. 8.
7?
It is 8.
It is?
It is 8.
8.
It's 8.
So how many of those did he? 8 did he win that
Yes.
A-Main? I really
think
just
I
want
know.
to gutturally be like 8, but let's go with 5.
That is wrong.
Okay.
Higher or lower?
Lower.
Lower. You
Was
would
it 4?
be- No.
Really?
3.
3.
He won 3 at Wilmot.
Okay.
All right.
He
flipped
He almost destroyed the car at Wilmot.
Oh, no.
in the
Yeah.
one, so.
Yeah, I was
I
there
got to
for
talk
that
to the
one.
photo guy for like 10 minutes.
I will tell you, the mini sprints.
They don't wreck a lot, but when they do, they
Is
go.
that different than lightning sprint?
Lightning sprints.
It's
Mini
they're
lightning.
both the same thing, right?
Yeah,
Or-
they
okay.
used to be
Technically.
called mini sprints, but now they changed to lightning sprints.
Okay.
So I'm really trying so
I
hard
thought
to
they were the
not
same
call them
things.
like mini.
So
Yeah.
part of that is
The micro sprints, too.
because of the micros,
Okay.
Which are 600s.
which
Sure.
are 600s. people, the mini thing got bounced around between both classes.
That'd be a little
junior
confusing.
sprints.
So they're trying to.
But the junior,
So-
I think Animal Motors and a wing
So
cut.
they kind of came up with I think California really is the one that came up with the
Yeah.
lightning sprint idea, and they're trying to make that stick to
Yeah.
be able to
Have better
differentiate.
stuff.
Yeah.
And I like
It's
it.
working,
I
I feel.
I mean, I will tell you what. Shoot, I would not want to be in one of those things when that chain breaks.
I wouldn't know.
These days,
Let's hope you never know.
Yep.
I don't want to.
These days it's a lot better. I do know a guy that got his arm ate up by a chain years ago.
I got a 1/4-inch plate.
Yeah, so
Should be
now
fine.
the chain guards are better and that stuff because that
Except
is
for the back of my seat where there's a hole this big.
Yeah. Nah, I'll take my chances with the drive shaft between my ankles. Right underneath the fuel pump. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, there we go. Jacob, 1, 2, 4, 5. 1. Oh.
Let me
This-
guess, it's about me.
I don't know, maybe. How many top 10s did Jacob Irwin have at Wilmot?
Out of 8, I'm bad. I didn't do any research before this. Not a thing.
I had to throw you in there once, just to, yeah.
So I had 2 DQs, 3. Was it 4?
No.
Can you read the question again for me?
How many top 10s did Jacob Irwin have at Wilmot?
Out of 8.
8. Higher or lower than 4?
Lower?
Lower. You only had 2.
Damn.
I was shooketh.
Shooketh.
Because
I sucked there.
well, our first 2 races were
Motor
starting
problems.
parks because of
Yeah.
motor problems, and then
Well, I counted those, and
Yeah,
then I
that
bounced
goes.
at the Outlaw show.
lots of the Outlaw shows, and
2.
and then
Because, like, I remember watching you at Plymouth the last night, and I was like, man, that kid's ripping. Then when I looked today, I'm like, he only had 2 at Wilmot? Okay,
I
there's
sucked at
something.
Wilmot. I was
Something.
terrible.
yeah, and we really starting out the year with the engine woes hurt us at Wilmot, and then yeah, he
If
bounced.
I didn't have to start in park, I might
He
have
spun
gotten
out.
Rookie of the
He
Year.
spun out to miss another card. on the night
That's
too.
4.
That's 4. That's
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
It's a,
Spun out within, I think it was 25 feet. I had 25 feet to spin the car out and to avoid Mike knew, and I was this far away.
Ooh. That's a little sketch.
I watched the GoPro footage. I spun out with this much room.
See what I did there? My first one I picked was 3, and the second one was 4. 7. Just for you
Oh.
guys.
All right, Brandon.
Oh gosh, this is gonna be a hard one for me.
How many points did Mark Einhart win by in Wilmot points? It's Wilmot points. And I had no idea he was doing IRA. So when he's like, I did all IRA, I'm like, he's gonna have no idea.
Wow, I actually did my research right.
Yeah, you did the traveling. You did the one that, well, everyone says it matters. Any race matters.
yeah.
How many points did Mark Einhart win the championship by?
The gap,
The gap.
30.
That is wrong. Higher?
Oh my.
Wrong. 3.
Oh.
3.
3.
I mean, I was close. Just
Yeah.
take off the 0.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why when you were like, I'm like, oh, he's got this.
I think I got beat.
2 points.
I got beat by Rookie of the Year by like 4, I think.
Yeah, you were super tight. Yeah.
I was going in the final race
If
leading
you would
by
have just
1.
done the IRA one, I had my answer right here.
Yep. I know.
Told you were gonna beat me.
The race ain't done yet.
Yeah. You could come back to win.
That's debatable.
You can tie, maybe. You could tie, but you might win. 2 or 5?
5.
5. You're grabbing the Max Branham question.
The what?
The Max Branham.
I might know this.
Yeah. Max Branham had the most top 10 finishes at Wilmot Raceway. How many did he have? Out of 8. Jacob. Brandon looked like he was about to answer.
7.
That is wrong. Brandon for the steal. Higher or lower than 7?
I feel like you're going for that wow factor, so let's go with higher.
It is higher.
Because it was 8 out of 8.
8. 8 out of 8. Yep, Max.
Hey, I got 2 points. Oh no, that's 1.
You get 1.
But now that means I have what?
3. So going to the last question, Brandon 3, Jacob 1. So do you want 2, 2, or 2?
22.
22? Okay. You take the Greg Alt. I was going Ricky Nelson, but yeah, we can do that. How many different A-main winners were there at Wilmot in the Lightning Sprints?
How many different ones?
Different winners in the Lightning Sprints.
And we said that
There's-
Mark won how many A-main? Who was the A-main question?
So there are 8 total A-mains.
8 total A-mains.
Heiner won 3.
3 of them.
I know the options are on.
Let's do 4.
4. Wrong.
Wrong. Okay.
Higher or lower than 4?
Higher.
Correct. 5.
Oh wow.
Just right there. If you would have taken
It was
0
close.
off the 1, you would have went 1 higher. Yes. So total score: Brandon 3, Jacob 2.
Wow.
So Jacob Irwin has 2 top 10s.
Second win historically.
5 different A-main winners at Wilmot Raceway in the Lightning Sprints for 2023. Mark Einert has the most feature wins at Wilmot Raceway with 3. Einert also won the Wilmot Championship by 3 points. Max Branham had the most top 10s at Wilmot Raceway with 8. And the last A-main of 2023 had 12 finishers. Fun game?
I mean, the only way I
Interesting.
can win is by pure luck. So when I win, like, it's not really a win; it's just pure luck.
You know why?
I mean, you had some more research, but I mean, your research didn't really help.
yeah.
I had
Honestly,
Yeah.
you should feel pretty good. Like, this is probably the most research I've done for a show.
Yeah.
I just showed up here after taking a snooze. I slept all the way
Dude,
through.
let's go. Well, let's go. I would love to take a nap.
I work a full-time job, and I have a 2-year-old, and a 9-month pregnant wife.
There you go.
8.5.
8.5. Well, who's counting?
I mean, at 9 months, she's giving birth. So.
You know what it is? I know what it is. He only had half a crawler. That's
Oh, no,
why.
I
That's why he
definitely-
was firing on all cylinders.
Dude, I'm pretty sure that I had 3/4 of that.
Yeah, you did.
I've
You
had
did.
2 Dr. Peppers, half an energy drink, and half another Dr. Pepper.
Boom. Let's go.
What was this? Because this actually smelled good.
It's
It smells like cherry icy or something.
It does not taste like that.
Ooh, energy. Oh, it's form. Wait.
First form.
Form. Okay. Yeah. We're entering the bench racing portion of the podcast presented by RevTech Manufacturing. If you need 3D molding, printing of anything, check out RevTech in Kenosha. All right, so first form. Sorry, it's first form. I've always called it form, but they were on the one NASCAR, right? Or were they on a different car? I know they sponsored NASCAR.
They, I don't think it's NASCAR. They sponsor a,
One of the NASCAR drivers has some of their stuff sometimes.
they sponsored, at one point they were with,
Lamborghini.
Lamborghini
Then
and then
Porsche.
Porsche, and now this year they
Ford, I
are with Ford, in
Lamborghini,
the sports car stuff.
I have pictures.
Ryan
with it
Hardwick,
all.
drives there at Dakar,
Okay.
so.
Yeah, I believe
Okay.
I have pictures with all of it somewhere.
Yeah, what do you think of, what do you think of it? Is it good?
It is.
I mean, I hope you weren't drinking anything that sucked, but...
No.
So, Screamin' Freedom.
Yeah,
It has to be made in America.
it is.
It is.
That's their Lamborghini.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah, it's a blue.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hold up. That's their brakes. That's
Yep.
the Porsche.
Nice.
Porsche.
Have you,
Brakes.
have you reached out to them?
Beauty. Love that vibe.
That's one of them.
Let's go.
That's
Let's go.
that's where we're looking to go. But his mother is been
She sells this stuff.
she's a what they call a legionnaire, and so she's like a brand ambassador.
Okay. Yeah, it's not what you know, it's who you know. 100%.
Yep, and she's been on the first form journey, health and fitness journey for almost 3 years now.
Wow. Okay. Nice.
So I would say
the
if you guys had
company?
extra cups, you guys can try it. But
That's what it's called. Form.
Wait, what flavor is it?
it's Screamin' Freedom. He thinks it tastes like cotton candy. I think it tastes like a weird fruit punch. So I don't know. It's different.
If I were to say Screaming Freedom, what
Makes me
would
think
I?
of bomb
What would I?
Like a bomb pop. That's what I think.
That's
Hold
yeah.
on.
That's what I would think it would supposed to be tasting like. Is like those red.
Is
white,
that what they're going
blue
for now that
ices.
you think about it?
So you know,
Is
like,
he too young to know what the bomb? You know what a bomb pop is?
I know.
Okay, cool. Okay.
so you
I
know,
don't
like
think they were as
Prime.
good as when we
and,
ate.
like,
Yeah.
like
I have not liked Prime. I've tried a couple.
the ice pop
Disgusting.
one tastes similar to the ice pop Prime.
Then that's probably what that is.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
like a bomb
But I'll tell you what,
pop-ish.
the Prime ones tasted like crap.
There's like two
Yeah.
good flavors.
They have a weird flavor.
They're very different,
Yeah.
built different.
And I thought because I think it was. I'm trying to remember. Like maybe it was like the pink one that I tried that actually didn't taste terrible, but the red one and the ice pop one had like the weirdest funky flavor.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
But
I
I'll
mean,
tell you what, man. Mystic
Mystic all day, every day.
all day.
Might have to
Well,
try
we have 2 other flavors upstairs.
We'll see how that one is next time. If
Yeah.
there's a next time. For
Yeah. Well, I mean, there will be a next time. Just
I mean, I
there's
would
gonna
be happy to if this baby could wait that long. That would be good.
Yeah. Yeah. So we got it's Bury the Hatch, I think, or Down the Hatch.
Down
Down
the
the Hatch. Down the Hatch, and that one is supposed. I didn't sample any of these. I just went there and I just took
I mean,
4
besides
crawlers
Mystic.
out of 50 kegs. I was like, oh,
We
let's
know
try
what
this
that
one.
tastes like.
Yeah. So the Down the Hatch is supposed to be more like a Miller Lite, and then we got Snowed in Cinnamon, which is supposed to taste like apple pie. So that's gonna be good. And we still have to drink our drink, the Michael Scott.
Oh, we do have to drink.
Not
The
tonight.
one, what do they call it?
One
do
of
you call it
everything.
the one of everything
One of
or
everything.
something like that?
Yeah. So we have to do that. Probably that might be it.
It's gonna be the most disgusting drink ever, but
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's
you
gonna
gotta
be
try
fun.
it.
We got Mike Babbitt's here. I believe it's Mike Babbitt's. Jordan Funderburk just entered his lightning sprint for the car show. Josh Davidson is bringing his wingless. Jacob Irwin is coming too, right? Perfect. And entries are coming in daily. And then, sorry, that was weird. And then we're also bringing our wingless car there. That is April 20th, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Waukegan Harbor. There's going to be live music and all that stuff. And also, if you enter the car in the car show, supposedly tech will be there to tech the car, so you don't have to go to the track if you don't want to. So there's that too.
That's unfortunate. Might not have my seatbelts in by then.
Yeah. We got Beth Irwin here. You better plug First Form.
We already did that, Mom. Calm down.
I mean, I was
Coming in a little late, bud.
I was kind of wondering what that hat was earlier, and then I saw that. I'm like, oh, it's got to be that. Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, we spend a lot of money there.
Hey, that's sometimes you gotta do that.
I never heard of them until today.
I only know about First Form because they were on the sports car stuff. I thought it was NASCAR, but yeah, as soon as I saw like,
I think
that's the thing,
AJ
like, I haven't
Allmendinger
had
has had one of their
energy drinks
shakers.
yeah,
I don't drink energy drinks too often, but
This is all natural everything, so
that's good.
I'll save the rest of it
I mean, I'm
for
partial-
after you guys
I'm
can
partial
try
for
it.
like
it's all good.
A Red Bull, but that's about it.
Way better than Red Bull.
So, and they're not just an energy drink company, so that's the other thing.
They got
is
protein.
Okay.
Their
Yeah.
supplements and all. That's where they started, was the supplement stuff.
Okay.
Do you drink it this year?
Well, I mean, that is a good market right now.
What?
Like having an
That?
energy drink
Yeah.
without all the junk.
I've had.
I mean,
And I can vouch for
I
it.
like
don't
all
have
their
the
stuff.
junk Because
No, but
Except
I have a
for
heart
the race
condition
season.
and it don't affect
I have
me.
It
not
doesn't
tried
affect
it
you.
yet
Yeah.
for race season.
yeah.
I don't drink energy drinks
Well, I was,
on race day.
people don't understand
Yeah.
that caffeine, depending on where how it comes into your body and what it's coming from, have very different effects.
Yep.
Caffeine from coffee hits different than caffeine from tea.
Yep.
Caffeine from tea hits pretty
This
quick.
is caffeine from tea.
Caffeine from coffee actually takes about 4 hours to hit.
Yeah.
Most people don't know that.
Yep. That's why I had my cup of coffee at 6, and that's why I'm not going to be able to fall asleep until midnight.
Exactly. I still don't know why you drink coffee every time. I come
Why?
here drinking a cup of coffee. I'm like, it's like 6:30, dude.
Because I'm going to fall asleep. My thoughts will not be condensed. They will be out there. But yeah, so what I was asking Jacob here was if he's drank anything from First Form or used any of their products this last race season so that he could have a testimony for this race season.
Nothing on race day.
There you go. So you should drink that on race day. Yeah, it might backfire on you, but at the same time, at least then if it works,
Protein
you
shake.
can say, hey, like this is how I feel. This is how I felt last year when I get out of the car. This is how I feel this year getting out of the car. And the only thing that changed
For the
is
first half of the off season, my high school has like a really nice gym. I was in the gym like 4 days a week until I had something go on with my arm and I couldn't go to the gym. So now I only go on the weekends because I've been slacking. But
yeah.
I'm in way better shape than I was last year.
How much do you think going to the gym helps with your racecraft versus if you went to let's say K1 throughout the winter and just raced?
The gym has a chance of being cheaper.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, that's true too.
More money for tires.
Yeah, more money for tires.
Yeah.
And
I feel like at the end of
and
the day-
memberships.
And memberships.
It just, I think it's better for your mental state. You don't fall out of the seat.
Mm-hmm. And for people that don't know what that feels like, it literally feels like you're falling out of the seat. Like you're just like, you hit the brake
It's like
to set the car, and you like fall like the smart cars don't even have brakes. Like you get on it, it's like if you you engine braked your normal car. Like you get on the brakes, and it really just points the car this way.
Mm-hmm.
But you're so tired, you're like, ugh. So falling out of the seat is literally what you feel like you're doing. Thank
If I
goodness.
didn't have seatbelts, I would.
Yeah, thank goodness for those 5 points.
I have the problem. My everything, my arms, my legs, everything. I don't have that problem. It's my hands. My hands like to hurt. At Plymouth, I ran the last 3 laps. I wasn't holding the wheel with my hands. I was turning in the corner, pushing the spoke.
You have MPI wheels?
I don't. I run a Joe's wheel.
Dude. I mean, yeah.
DJ has one in stock, but I can't afford that.
I will say that MPI wheels, even though we're not partnered with them, I wish.
Could be.
Could be, hopefully.
Could be.
It's almost like you spend a lot of. They're obviously more expensive, but I mean, I've had one MPI wheel, and I've actually got another one just for the second car. But I bought that wheel back in 2019, and I flipped and hit the wall, and the wheels don't bend. Like it's a big bend. Like, you have to hit the wall pretty hard for it to bend.
His are all bent.
Okay. Are they MPIs?
No.
No. Okay.
Joe's wheels. I'm
Joe's
using
wheels.
his wheel.
Gotcha.
Because my car came with like the Sweet MFG one that is like rubber coated, and I hated it. I
See,
despise the thing.
the old ones that look like more like from the I don't like those either.
I
But
despise of it.
but my MPI one, dude, my MPI one is like I could literally drive like 2-fingered around the corner. Like you're not gripping
Mhm.
the wheel.
I had an MPI in my go-kart, which is now currently sitting on my desk because I'm debating on how I want to attach it to my sim wheel. Because I don't want to spend the $200 on a sim wheel from them.
Yeah, no, you take that $200 and buy an actual wheel. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, they're money
Uh-huh.
well worth spent. Because then you can jump to another car.
Yep.
Because you don't even know. Like that's another fun thing when you start to learn about jumping to other people's cars. Like if you have your own steering wheel, your own helmet, your own suit. Like you have the one thing that's really connecting you to the car, so that doesn't change.
Like my MPI on the go-kart, in the go-kart, the corner I drove with one hand. Because my motor, it has like the... I can't move my hand down.
You're laid down in the cart too, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Oh, I hated the senior animal, because that's right when like those big seats came out and you laid down, and I could never turn right.
I didn't need it.
I ran puzzled. I
Well,
ran
yeah.
broke right, so I'm going around the corner, the right turn's like this, because I can't even get I don't want to chew my elbow up in the clutch, like stupid. Yeah. Yeah, but no, definitely. Well, because you're like, my hand's cramped, and I see MPI, and I was like, must have been from PRI.
Mm-hmm. I grabbed like 6 of them.
Yeah. If you have a sticker problem, here you go. You have another sticker there.
I'll put that on the car somewhere.
Yeah. If you have a sticker problem, PRI is the place to go.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a
He gets mad.
If you have a racing addiction, PRI is the place to go.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you can look at your race car and go, wow, at least it's not that much.
If you don't like walking, PRI is also the place to go.
Yes.
Because you get to walk a lot.
Yes, you get to walk a lot. Did you guys, because we saw you guys at PRI, obviously.
3 days.
Every
All
single day.
Every single day.
Yeah, every single day. Do you have your spots where you stopped off at and you just kind of hung out there for like a little bit, and then you moved to your next spot? That's awesome. Did you buy food in the convention center?
Yes.
Okay. Last year, or was it 2 years ago? We ran into Tim Cox. It's the second time I dropped my pen. We ran into Tim Cox, and he's like, you can go to the mall from here. We did that, and food's a little bit cheaper.
We did that the year before.
I would say years ago it was more beneficial to do that.
Now there's just so many
BJ
people
and I
everywhere.
used to do that. There's so many people
I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
there. So many people in the show, so many people going in the mall besides the racers.
Mm-hmm.
And the time it takes to get there versus the time it takes to get something in there and then be able to still and take in the show.
Yeah.
We found, plus the food in the last few years at the show
Yeah.
is actually better than it used to be. That was
Okay.
the main reason we used to go over to the mall, because you're paying that high price for food that was not anywhere near worth it.
This was
Now-
probably like $60. Like,
now the food is, I wouldn't say it's greatly, it's probably still overpriced, but the amount of overpricing versus the quality of food is not like it used to be. The quality stepped up, and I think they had to at some point. Otherwise, because people didn't go to those places inside the convention center before.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I did feel like it was a longer line though, because like more people found out about it, but yeah. Yeah. You have anything else? Man, those Dr. Peppers are running through them.
I guess so. I was surprised he hit 3 of them. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. Hopefully Dr. Peppers are the best soda out there.
Root beer.
If you
he's
Dr. Pepper is like a close second for me.
it's running through him on his nerves.
Yeah. It's not like this is going to be on Facebook and Spotify or anything like that. No.
And the first 10 seconds is on YouTube, but
Yeah.
at
that
least
was
not picture.
Yeah, that was the weirdest thing. I'm going to have to
Yeah,
check into
I don't know why
that.
that's-
But, yeah.
That's weird.
There was an update yesterday, 2 days ago. So,
Probably
maybe.
kick something out.
Or the camera's unplugged. Could be that, too.
Yeah.
We-
No, I saw the blue light on.
No? Okay.
It just
It
wasn't.
looks like the camera is plugged into the computer. So
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Perfect. Awesome. All right. Brandon, would you like to get us out of here? Start getting us
Get
out
us rolling. Man.
of here. That
Well,
was a good show. A good show. Hour 50 in.
yeah. I probably talked more than I done in most episodes. So.
I know. My throat feels really good from not talking so
Alright.
much.
That's what a real co-host does, right? They
Yeah.
bring notes, and I don't usually.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Yeah, no.
It was nice. It was nice. I had some time to write some stuff down today.
Mhm.
I mean, I switched my work hours, so now I work 7 to 4 instead of 3 to
Nice.
5.
Nice.
It sucks getting up earlier, but being
better
done
getting
at
home.
4 is pretty nice.
Yeah.
It's actually still sunlight out
Yeah.
nowadays.
Yeah.
Um,
Thank you, Daylight Savings.
yeah. Yeah. Shout out to my wife who has been a champ this pregnancy. So, a couple weeks left, and new baby will be here. So,
Then you'll be at church every Sunday?
and then I will probably definitely not be at church every Sunday. But yeah, shout out to Daybreak Church and Crane Racing and Ashley Bree Photography.
Robes.
Robes,
Yeah.
where you at, Robes?
Yeah.
Excited for this summer.
It's a good fun summer.
Like I said, I'm excited to. I got a couple people who I want to bring out. So,
Let's go. We're gonna have a party in the back 40.
dude,
Yeah. I mean, we'll withhold my beer. The mosquitoes probably won't want to bite us because we'll just be so liquored up. They're like, take one little
Take one
poke
bite.
and yep, can't fly straight. Jacob, throw you on the spot here. Who'd you like to thank?
Mom and Dad,
Good
Force
one.
One Performance Parts. Hold up.
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah,
Came with the
yeah,
list.
Yeah, came with
Came
the
with the
list.
list.
Yeah.
It's good to have a list.
Prepared.
I ain't got it.
I mean, that was really good for just throwing in there, like Mom and Dad. Yes, Mom and Dad.
Mom and Dad,
Not Toyota.
Fox Lake Harbor, Quality Tire, Road Rage Designs, Force One Performance Parts, Oakley.
And we can go with the newest one. It's firstform.com/Beth Irwin.
Yeah.
Beth Irwin. Nice. Nice.
No,
Oh, yeah.
We'll go with 563 Fitness and Health.
Is
That's
that
technically
will
gonna be what it is.
that's what we're working on right now. Is
And then we got a new
something.
design coming for the car that'll be announced. That will be shown for the first time at the Racing Roundup show,
Nice.
April 30th.
April 30th. You heard it
that's,
here
that's,
first.
that's what we're hoping for, at least.
Yeah, we tried to go to the graphics ed today. The door was locked.
Oh,
Ooh. Yeah, real quickly here, I see Beth Irwin Racing takes a lot need to be in shape to run that thing. Yeah, I saw that comment earlier and I spaced out on it.
I mean, hey, Joey did a good job, right? Joey told us how I literally heard it for like 2 days how sore Joey was after go-karting.
At K1.
At K1, yeah. Literally, the dude was complaining about it left and right. He's like, oh, I'm so
I've been
sore.
trying to go to the go-kart race, but it hasn't worked out.
Midwest Racers
Yeah,
with
that
Nathan.
one.
Oh my goodness, it is so much fun. It's so much.
I
There's
tried
this-
to go to the first one, but I forgot where they were and doing something else, but I couldn't go.
Oh, if you need a ride, you let me know. There is so this coming one in November, they're trying to get it on the super track.
Mm-hmm.
So what I think Nathan's doing is the November one after race season is after the race season is going to be the super track, and then the spring one that's kind of before the race season is going to alternate between track 1 and track 2. So that way the cost is lower.
I've only ever raced on the small track.
Track 2, love track 2. You would have had so much fun on track 2. Oh,
It's
there's
amazing.
beating and banging. Oh yeah, especially when from first to like 20th is within like a half a tenth of each other. Oh, dude, it's it's brutal.
We used to go there when it was Vilas.
Oh yeah.
And
And then went to Accelerate.
Eden's dad and I on a small track. I was actually faster than him, but he was ahead of me.
Oh.
His driving was better. They used to go there
Wider.
like every other week.
Yeah, they used to go there every week.
Nice.
It was crazy.
Yeah. When I worked at K1, there were guys that took it so seriously that they'd come in with ankle weights on, and I was like, dude, like this is just.
I think
a
I got
session.
yelled at for having my foot ready on the brake. They like stopped me and told me to take my foot off.
Yeah, the go-karts because they're electric. So basically, because they're electric, if you
Right,
go
they
full
have
to ride the
throttle
brake. Right.
and brake, the cart thinks
Then the
that
engine's
you're
already going.
knocked out. Right. So it'll do emergency shut-off.
I used to
With
get
the
in
electric.
trouble up there for having my left foot alongside
Yeah.
the brake, so I wasn't using it ever. They didn't like where my foot was.
Oh, because you didn't have it on there. You just had it off to the
I
side.
just had it on the side.
Yeah. Oh,
Who needs a break?
if you really want to get on their nerves, put it up on top of the brake brace that protects your foot for like a cart landing.
Yeah,
Oh, that immediately shuts you down.
When you go there, do you wear your race shoes?
I have to.
Yeah.
Because I'm long-legged, so like I need every half millimeter of like space so that my knees are like underneath the wheel,
Mhm.
and I can feel the pedal better.
I want to go there because I need to break in my new race shoes.
You should.
They're stiff.
Yeah, I mean you missed the spring one, which a helmet was given away, a paint job was given away, a bunch of money, a lot to.
Didn't the person that won the helmet and the paint job, wasn't that the same person?
Yeah, it was together, and he's listening. Turbo IE.
What's up, Turbo?
Turbo IE with number 19, and that number was taken. So I took 59 and won a portion of the money that was given.
I already
out.
told
So-
Nathan on Sunday. I said, hey, if I end up doing November, I'm calling ahead of time, being like, hey, $50 to the person who can tell me what the fastest car is.
Depends on what happens between when you call and when you show up.
Yeah.
You have to call the day of.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna be in there in 20 minutes. What's the fastest car?
And then you probably won't get it because it's going to be like back in the line.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I love doing that too. With the regulars would come in and be like, "What's the fastest cart?" I'd be like, 27. No. I heard from the mechanic it's number 2, and I'm like, he doesn't know what he's talking about. I mean, number 2 is the fastest car. But he doesn't know what he's. I want number 2, and I'm like, yeah, that's not how this works.
So do you guys have to race with the other people that are there? Or do you
No,
just get
it's
your own
a
track?
it's a
It's a
private
private event,
it's a private
yeah.
event. That's why. So
So it's a little
the
more.
super track. The only reason why it hasn't happened yet is because Nathan needs more commitment on the front side of it. Because for $5,000, we got the whole track 2 for 6 hours. It's $3,000 per hour to do super track. But we're not going to be there for 6 hours because you'll have 4 lane of carts running. So that's a problem with track 2 or track 1 is you have 2 carts running. Well, a race will take, let's just say 5 minutes, but the carts from coming in to full charge is like 8 minutes. So you have this 3-minute down cycle between where if we're there, it's more money per hour, yet we're there less time, it'll be cheaper in the end. So that's why he's trying to get more front side commitment so that we can do super track. I did hear there might be a somewhat famous Indiana 410 wingless driver coming to the November.
T-Mos?
Possibly. A little less famous. I would say, do you follow non-wing 410?
Some.
Okay, some. Okay, no. If you follow non-wing, you would have heard of him, but I think some you might not know who he is. But yeah, that's all I can say until there's full commitment from that. But like, if he does, I'm like, bro, you can stay at my house, dude. We'll do a Sunday night podcast or Sunday morning podcast, so that because he's pretty famous. That'd be cool. I mean, one of my diecast cars is modeled after the car that he drove. But yeah, so I'll leave that there.
I'm gonna figure this out.
You're gonna figure this out? Okay. Well, while you're doing that, I like get back on track here real quickly. I'd like to thank our partners, Hold My Beer. I'm gonna do something really cool right now to thank all our partners. Hold My Beer.
Okay.
Next Gen Pumps, Pullman Auto, RevTech Manufacturing, Rouge Helmets, Ashley Bree Photography, Painters Plus, Bane Nelson, Jack's Helmet Design, Pinnacle Media Productions, Daybreak Church, Mirror Image Coatings, Toro Tents, and just confirmed this morning, haven't even made the post yet, Bricks and Minifigs of Kenosha.
You did tell me. I was like, you didn't tell me?
Yeah,
you
no,
did tell me.
I did tell you.
Did tell
Yep.
me.
That was for everybody else.
Yep.
So we have Bricks and Minifigs of Kenosha. So if you like Legos, check them out.
If you like what?
Legos. Basically what we're driving now.
Sometimes with young kids, you don't like Legos.
I know, right? The saddest...
Legos are still fun. I don't care how old you are. If you
Yeah.
get like a complex set, it's still fun.
Oh, yeah. And now that they come with all the motors and stuff for stuff...
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
I
they're
hate
so
those
fun.
ones. I like the
Well,
Technic ones.
They have many different Legos. So check them out. And say, for all of our partners, Crane Racing sent us. But yeah, and then next guest in staging is Dirty D, Dustin Holland. What class do you think he drives? I may have said, but what class do you think he drives, Brandon? With the nickname Dirty D.
Dirty D.
I know this answer. This is for 2 points.
Yeah, 2 points.
I might be able to win still.
Yeah.
I mean, my gut wants to say like Bandit, but we've already had some Bandits on, haven't we? We'll go with Bandits.
Nope.
No. Modified?
Nope.
Nope.
Street
Okay.
stuff.
Street
stock.
Dang, I won the game. 2
Yeah,
points.
2 points.
So we tied.
You would've
That was
tied.
1 point.
Call it a comeback. Oh, and then real quickly, I almost forgot. Also, special thanks to my beautiful wife Ashley. I tried to remember Bricks and Minifigs so hard I forgot to thank everybody else. Special thanks. So Ashley.
No, you said Ashley Bree.
No, Ashley, my wife. There you go. Mom and Dad.
Yeah.
Big one fan Kyle. Ladders, Dave, Elliot, Brandon, Bestest Mitch. And then my youngest brother. Oh well, and Nathan
What's going to
and
be our call for
Lauren.
tonight?
Nathan, Lauren, and Cooper, of course, my nephew.
Bricks and Minifigs.
Caleb, yes, you're. Ooh, see, we just had 2 partner announcements. Oh,
Wow.
that's gonna be tough. Caleb, your secret word or phrase is "hold my beer" because here comes Bricks and Minifigs. Boom, got both of them in there. It's a phrase.
Just make it short. Hold my figs.
Hold my figs. And tell. Yeah, Brandon. I mean, this sour. This is really
Gross.
good. Yeah, no.
It's so gross.
No, I don't care what you say. This key
That
lime
sounds
pie
good.
sour.
It's gross.
It's a warhead. It's a
It's
key
gross.
lime warhead.
I
That's
like
what it
key
sounds
lime stuff, so.
Yeah.
I like key lime pie, but that. Nah.
Key lime yogurt, key lime pie.
Yeah, key lime yogurt, great, love it. Favorite. It's my
Yep.
favorite yogurt. This, no.
And then from Mike Babbitt's Thanks Performance 1 for supporting the car show. You guys do a great job. God bless the upcoming baby. Blessings for an enjoyable Easter or whatever your belief may be. Yes. Awesome. Thank you. And then, Jimmy, what I say about Yeppers. Yeah.
Yuppers.
100% Jimmy IE. We are bringing up how the monster trucking redneck Dirty D did not get into the video game. Because we'll be talking about that. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Jacob and Ryan, for driving. And Eden for coming. Brandon, thank you so much.
Got my personal chauffeur.
Oh, you're big time. Oh, large.
Borrowing grandma's vehicle.
Yeah. Oh, nice, awesome. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's been fun, and then don't forget about saving the day for August 5th for our Hold My Beer live audience in downtown.
Yes,
Kenosha.
sir. Yeppers,
and third time dropping my pen. And more details to come with
no pen for you.
No pen for me. I'll be coming up hopefully in the next month or so with that guest for the August 5th show. So feel free to message, comment.
Should do a multi-guest
Yes,
show live.
multi-guest. We'll
Maybe
see.
guests.
Well, maybe.
I mean, technically, everyone that comes is a guest.
Everyone's a guest.
Because it's going to be a live show. They're all going to be
Yeah.
part of it.
I just don't want any axes thrown in our direction. That's the only request that I have.
I mean, they'd have to throw it through the glass.
Yeah, they would. Don't give them the challenge. Yeah. But yeah, so we'll have that coming up.
Family friendly.
Family friendly. Yep.
Open to the public.
Yep, it is open to the public. So even if you're not
have
even
to
a
show
fan
up.
of the show, yeah, you just show up and
Just show up.
yeah, have fun. They do have soda and stuff like that too. So, and they also have some coffee brews too, which are
Yeah, they had a cold brew. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Seltzers, some wine on tap.
yeah.
Yeah, they have
50
some random stuff.
Yeah, 50 stuff on
Yeah.
tap, and then check them out. Hold My Beer on the interwebs, and you can see everything that they offer for beer and that kind of stuff. So awesome, guys. Well, thank you. Been Derek Crane, and we'll see you in 2 weeks with Dirty D Dustin Holland.
Catch you on the flippity.
Peace out, Girl Scout.